London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC. Let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is good. Big up to everyone that is live and locked in to the Minerals FC channel. Let's have it right. Big up to every single one of you that is locked in. There's over 100 people in here. Big up to all of you. Let's have it right. First of all, everyone, please like the video. Smash those likes. I should have over 100 likes already. Let's have it right. Before I even start, just for the intro, I should have 100 likes. Just for the intro. Let's have it right. Don't get a minerals anywhere else. Yeah? And let's have it right. Subscribe, people. Subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, and we are good to go. So, as always, big up to everyone. I didn't do a stream yesterday. I didn't feel the vibe yesterday. I know a lot of you have been wanting a little minerals dosage, but it wasn't enough out there for me. There wasn't enough out there. And we're going to get into it. So I'm going to combine today and yesterday's bangers and mash waffle. Let's call it that. The bangers and mash waffle that we get fed on a daily basis. We'll combine it in this stream. So let's run through the comments. Also, guys, if you want to donate, feel free. Donate your super minerals. We don't call them super chats. We call them super minerals here. Yeah. So big up to everyone. Like and subscribe. Let me run through the comments, guys. Let me run through the comments. Yeah. Big up to Grey Wolf's Dinner. I'm sick and tired of being linked to any player with common sense can debunk in seconds. Didn't quite get that, but I get what you're saying, geezer. Big up to you for being in here. Lovely to see you, Georgie 1 foot. Sent you to Chelsea's on. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about him, if I'm being real. I haven't heard anything. Big up to El Padrino, my guy. Big up to you, fella. Yes, fella, I'll be locked in. Love to see you in here. Love to see you in here. This guy goes way back to all the other streams. Always had my back in the chat. Big up to you, my guy. Welcome to the Minerals FC community, as always. Big up to you. Ice cold beverage. Big up Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Lovely to see you in here, fella. Cheers, Jack. Yes, people, like and subscribe. No, it's not hello, fellas. It's not hello. It really ain't. You're in the mud, son. You're absolutely in the mud. RD, have the same energy you have for Havertz as Pulley as well. Listen, I got I'm backing all my players, but I'm just saying, yeah, Pulisic, he needs to step it up, mate. He needs to step it up. Havertz has delivered. Havertz has delivered. But we'll run into that. We'll get into that. And let's not forget, yeah, that we brought that cement booted fraud to our football club last season. So Havertz, his consistency, his game time, even though he had played 6 more games than Lukaku, it was all disjointed, mate. You have to take that into consideration. Yeah. But we'll move on anyway. Big up to Angel Gonzalez. Lovely to see you in here. You're a fraud, Benjo. Yeah, well, let's have it right. Let's have it right. Yes, my guy Fata, big up to you. Let's have it right, Johnny. Sort you out for Everton. I might get a few spares around. Love that geezer. Love that geezer. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to you. Like and subscribe for Minerals FC. Chris Smith, lovely to see you in here. Hit the 2K tonight, bruv. Channel on the rise, G. Great real content like no other footy channel. Love Fofana links. Absolute belter of a player. Would you take Patrick Schick 50 million? Well, let's run through this quickly. Big up to everyone in here. I am very, very close to my 2,000 subs. This today is my first month, so it's my 4th week of this channel being on the YouTube platform. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, get me by the end of this stream to 2,000 subscribers, and we move on up. And it's the road to 1 million. Let's have it right. It's a road to 1 million. But let's go for 19k because that's my ball and minerals, man. The road to 19k. And I appreciate your feedback on the channel, Chris. Fofana, yeah, I like him. Good player. Had a bad injury, but let's see. Let's see where those links. There we go. Got a little mozzie there. Let's see where the links take us, because at this moment in time, I don't buy anything that's been put out there. Patrick Schick, maybe, but not really the level I want, geezer. Not the level I want. My guy Top Bins, big up to you. Glad you're back, Johnny. I was climbing the walls yesterday, missing my daily minerals fix. Up the Chels. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Fat again. Johnny called it for a while. Brown envelopes in the mud. Ben Jacobs, Matt Law, Ornstein, Nathan. We call him the team sheet merchant, yeah? Where are they now? All mudded. They are. They're all in the mud, people. Every single one of them. Big up to Half Splendid. Lovely to see you in here. Forever Blues. Lateness is perfection, guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. Waiting for Johnny to land the middles. I'm going to land it. When do I ever disappoint people? When do I ever disappoint? The Bang Maratta. Big up, Johnny. I'm tired of these brown envelopes. We all are, mate. We all are. Yeah. John Chambers. Big up the Chelsea. My guy Stratters. Big up, Johnny. The juggernaut of streaming. You know what it is. Yeah. You know what it is. The Chop Harris Punctual Tackle Club. My guy. Your latest Chop Harris's tackle, mate. But like him, I'm sure you got there as quick as you could. Let's get Fofana, mate. Quality player. Let's have it right. He is a quality player. He is a quality player. And he's Premier League proven. So a lot of ticks there. A lot of ticks. Big up Chelsea boy. Love to see you in here, as well as NS Sports TV. Loads of you in here, guys. Big up to Eden. Johnny Lander Minerals for us. Let's go. I will do. Messi Montana. He's obviously reciprocating that. Texas Blue, big up. Ethan, big up. KOC, lovely to see you in here. Guys, love all your DMs as well to me. I've tried to get back to as many as I can. All of you lot, big up to every single one of you. Savage71, let's go. Bright guy, my guy, let's have it right. RIP FIFA, what's up, Johnny? Great to see you. Great to see you too in here. Everyone in here, mate. Everyone, all the usual. British Patriot. Brad Evans been talking about Fofana and Kane. Kane, we'll get into that. Do you know what? I did it for a laugh. I put him in my thumbnail just for a laugh, mate. Absolute, just banter. Pure banter. We'll get into that. Bartek M, hi Johnny, mate. I'm here. Let's have it right. Big up to you. Eric Williams, lovely to see you in here. Let's true. Ice cold beverage. Road to 2K subs. Let's have it right. Guys in the chat, let me know how my subs are going. Let me know how my likes are going. And I rely on you to get it up as much as possible. I rely on you guys. As our big up to you. Say this chicken. What a name. What is a brown envelope? Brown envelope's basically every journalist that's out there. They get paid to feed false narrative. They get paid to hide the truth. And most of the time when they tell the truth, that's not when they're getting paid. Let's have it right. It's money under the table, geezer. It's money under the table. Ever heard that expression? Well, that's a brown envelope. Big up, Seppers. Lovely to see you in here. Walter, big up, Johnny. We only want boys who have the minerals, and Kunde ain't that. No, Kunde ain't that. He ain't got the minerals. He ain't got the fucking minerals. Let's have it right. Where are we? Barcelona, Kunde. Well, you're meant to spell it Kunde, yeah? But fair play. I get what you're saying. Congratulations on signing the fella. But as far as I'm concerned, it was always going to be that way. It was always going to be that way. We were used, we were abused, and we've been made out to look like mugs. And I'm going to explain all of that. I will explain all of that. Big up deals in here for finding decent minerals. We need him. We do. Wheezy, my guy. Yes. Let's have it right. My guy. Big up, Ben. Lovely to see you in here. Abdul, Minerals FC, let's go. All of you guys. Thank you for your donation. Gang business. Let's have it right. Thank you for your super minerals. You should have said something, geezer. Put something in there. If not, put it in the chat and I'll read it out gladly, my guy. Gladly. Lovely to see you, CFC Tom. Always in here. What you saying, Johnny? I'm ready for real minerals. Yeah, I'm going to land it. Don't worry. Big up, Declared. Lovely to see you in here. Big up. Well, at least Kunde news will be died down. Haha. Let's go with new names. Well, we've been linked to every player under the sun. Let's have it right. I'm not believing anything these brown envelopes say at all. Big up to the Esther Sheriff, up the fucking Chelsea. Let's have it right. You know the deal. You know the deal. Henrik Jensen, you got the minerals. You've all got the minerals. Every single one of you in here has got the minerals. Big up to you all. Henry, big up Johnny, land the minerals. I think our next targets will be Gvardiol and Paul Torres. I doubt Chelsea will spend 75 million on Fofana. I'll get into that. Well, let's get into it now. If Fofana's 75 million, people, right? He's 75 million, yeah? And we were so-called linked to Dillit, yeah? That's what the brown envelopes told us about Dillit, yeah? We were trying to throw in Werner with Dillit. Then they didn't want Werner, we were told, and we were bidding for Dillit, yeah? Dillit went for 68 million, people. 68 million he went to Bayern Munich for, right? Including the add-ons. Why didn't Chelsea pay the 68 million? That's not expensive. Fofana 75 million. We're going to pay more for a Fofana than we are a Dillit. Is that the narrative? Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And now Juventus are happy looking into Werner going on a loan. I mean, if that's not a brown envelope, bangers and mash story, then I don't know what is. You know, why are you linking us to a player that obviously we're not going for? Because I believe we would have signed Dillit. Now everyone's saying, "Oh, Dillit chose Bayern Munich." Well, of course he fucking chose them because he signed there. But where's the actual concrete evidence that we put in a proper bid for Dillit? And if Juventus are now interested in Werner, why didn't they entertain that with the deal with Dillit? Where? I'm trying to join dots here, people, and none of them add up. None of them add up. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Yeah, it sounds like a fantastic orchestration by the brown envelopes for Juventus to get Bayern Munich to pay them near the buyout clause or as much as possible because we weren't in for Dillit. And the brown envelope said that we were in for Dillit and we weren't in for Kunde, and that Kunde was a Marina target. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, we've gone in for Kunde and tabled a 55 million sterling bid, yeah, plus add-ons to take it to 75, to take it to what, 65, 70 million sterling, yeah. And apparently now here we go from Fabrizio, the biggest fucking brown envelope, the elitist kingpin brown envelope, to say that it's a here we go Kunde to Barcelona for what, 35 million sterling plus 5 million add-ons on a 2-year payment scheme. What nonsense is this, people? What nonsense is that? Like Sevilla are going to turn down 55 million. Are you joking? I don't believe we put in a bid for him. I don't believe it. I think it's absolute bullshit. Generally think it's bullshit. Big up Philly in here. Big up Johnny. And people, can you please like and subscribe? People, please like and subscribe. There's over 200 people in here. Big up to everyone in here watching and supporting the channel. Immortal Technique. Lovely to see you in here. Evening, everyone. When am I doing the show, Tony? That'll be tomorrow night, people. So I'll be doing my JT's Minerals Weekly show with Tony Rolfe, who's his channel, Chelsea SW6. That'll be tomorrow night, guys. Tomorrow night, I'll be doing that. Do as Wheezy says, people. Do as Wheezy says. Let's have it right. Or else you can catch this leg drop. Fair play, man. Fair play. Big up Quadro, Abgan. I'll try and pronounce that properly, fella. Big up, Johnny. Watching you from Ghana, Africa. I think Fofana is good, but is a panic buy. Let's have it right. Lovely to hear that you're supporting from Ghana and anyone else all over the world. Big up to every single one of you. Minerals FC is international. Let's have it right. We're going international, people. Fofana does seem like that. Why didn't we just go in for Fofana if he's a target? I'm getting sick of all this shit, guys. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of them just throwing names left, right, and centre. Let's have it right. Every single journalist is in the fucking mud right now. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Yeah? Been quite to shit. All of them. Dare they come out with any news? Dare they come out with any news? Yeah? Dare they come out with any news? Yeah, they are hidden. Chelsea 2002. Big up to you, my guy in here. Brown Evans are hidden. What's going on? Listen, what have we heard, guys? Apart from a bit of Fofana, absolute bangers and mash waffle. Shit. Absolute shit. Talking rubbish. Big up, Nims. Johnny, you're ahead of the curve with the brown envelopes. Fuck the brown envelopes. Yeah, I've been telling people for a long time about the brown envelopes. People question, what are the brown envelopes? No. They're always a spot on. They're so reliable. They're so this and that. Even the tier ones are getting absolutely fucking done. All of them. They're all getting done. Every single one of them. Big up, British Patriot. 2K tonight, people. Get me to the 2K, people. Get me to the 2K. Big up to you, my guy. Thank you, RIP FIFA, for your super minerals. What's up, Johnny? Mate, great to see you, mate. Keep smashing the streams. Love watching it and supporting. Let's have a great stream and keep it up. Best Chelsea streamer. Let's have it right. Big up to you, my guy. Thank you very much. And appreciate your donation to the channel. I really do. I'm not getting my hopes for Fofana at all. Listen, Leicester will play hardball. We're fucking almost a week. We're about a week and a half to the season. They're going to sell one of their best centre-backs. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think it's happening, people. If it does, fair play. But I'm not buying anything. Big up, Simon. Big up, Johnny. Congratulations on 1 month. Was a great one. Great discussions here. Yeah, but it's without you guys on my channel, supporting the channel, in the chat, watching. Without you guys, this channel doesn't become what it's becoming. And it will escalate. Let's have it right. And it's going to be great. We're going to have great times. We're going to have some fucking stressful times. Maybe the stressful times are sort of here now. A little bit for me. I'm a little bit agitated, but we're going to enjoy it together, guys. And I'm gonna do my best to be your voice for the fans. Do you know what I mean? And say it how it is. Say it how it is. I can't stand brown envelopes, especially there's stinking news about Chelsea every time. Exactly. Big up, Fav, for your super minerals donation. Thank you very much. Let's have it right. Team Sheet Merchants, mudded. Arrivederci, adios, all mudded. Johnny, you coming to heaven away for Land of Minerals. Yes, bruv. If I get that ticket, I'm fucking there, bruv. Let's have it right. I will. I'm going to land it. I'm landing it. I'm going to land it. Big up to you, Raven63. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and help me get to 2K. Much love to you, guy. And you're not going to be disappointed, mate. You're not going to be disappointed. Big up, David. Big up, Johnny, my guy. Lovely to see you in here. Fofana's been injured whole of the season. How are they asking for 80 million for him when Koundé's similar profile is going 50 million? Well, the main difference, I'd say, is, yeah, that is an injury, but he's Premier League proven and he looks a good player. Koundé's gone, guys. Koundé's gone. I don't think Thomas Tuchel wanted Koundé, if I'm being real with you. I generally don't think, though. And these wankers are trying to mud us and make us look like pricks, making us look like we've got no pull to these fucking broadcasters, yeah? That can't even pay their players' wages. Yeah, they've got to do it over 10 years. Ridiculous, mate. Big up to Frankie de Jong. Big up to Frankie de Jong, yeah? Let's give Frankie de Jong his props, mate, yeah? All right? Why the fuck should he cut his wages? Why should he accept to move to Man United? Why should he leave and not get his 17 million? And they're all signing in players left, right, and centre. Fuck off, he's saying. That's what he's saying. So fuck you. I'm not lowering my wages. You pay me my wages. And because of that, they're fucked because they need to balance the books. And right now, they're registering all these players. Well, what's going to happen in Barcelona? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're waiting for Chelsea and Man United to come in. Man United have come in and he doesn't want to go Man United. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to play Europa League. Chelsea's so called from these brown envelopes. Not even a brown envelope. It's just been reported that he would only go to Chelsea, that he'd be entertained to Chelsea because Chelsea have obviously shown some interest. But it's on our terms, people. It's on our terms. If we want to buy Frankie de Jong, we pay what we want to fucking well pay. Yeah? Let's have it right. That one might be interesting, people. I'll elaborate on that as we go on. Big up, BMAT. Much love from Canada. Up to Chelsea, as always. We got Frank Ocean in here. Sing us a song, fella. Sing us a song. Great artist. Well, go on, Johnny. Loving the content. I really think we should push for Guardiola. Might be expensive, but he could be with us for a long time and a worthwhile investment. Greetings from South Africa. Big up to you from South Africa. Thank you for supporting the channel. Listen, Guardiola I want. In my opinion, the left-sided centre-back is the priority. That is more of a priority than the right side. Koundé is a right-sided player. Wasn't bothered either way. But as you can see, Ake, Kimpembe, and now Guardiola, they are left-sided players. That's what we need, people. We need that at Chelsea. We need to replace that Rudiger player. I know Koulibaly can play on the left. I know that. But right now, as it stands, you know, with the signings that we've only got Koulibaly, it means Reece James or Trev predominantly are going to have to play that right centre-back position. And then if we're going to play the three at the back with a wing-back system, what is that? Where's Reece? We've got to play Reece there. Are we going to lose Azpilicueta, people? And if Barcelona want Azpilicueta, here's our price. Pay it or fuck off. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The player can push all he wants, but we own the player. And he's still got a year contract. So if we're not happy with the terms, it's see you later, Barcelona. Yeah? It's see you later, Barcelona. Oh, and big up to Rudiger, by the way, having to fight for his position when he could have been at Chelsea, being a first teamer. Good luck with that fella. Good luck. The grass is always green on the other side, is it? Let's have it right. Big up Shane, the investor, man like minerals. Lovely to see you in here. Lovely to see you in here. Void Cryptic, do you think we'll spend 70 million? I don't see why we should. I think if we've got Ben Chilwell for 50 odd million and he was up for what, 70 million, then I think we can do a similar deal. But let's have it right. Marina was doing that deal. What's Bowley going to be like? Or Egg Barrett? What are they going to be like? You know, are they going to be able to do a deal like that? Let's have it right. Leicester are in a position where they don't really want to sell. I think the player wants to push. The player is enticed by Chelsea, who wouldn't be, and he wants Champions League football. So there's a strong chance we could try and get it down. But 70 million is too steep for me. Way too steep. When you could have got De Ligt for 68 million. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Guardiola I'd rather spend the money on. I'd rather spend the money on someone like that because he can play left side, he can play left back, left centre back, back three, back four. Great passer of the ball, very good build, a good build. Tuchel likes a strong centre back, good build. He's got technical ability. He ticks all the boxes as far as I'm concerned. So Guardiola would be my number one choice, people. Would be my number one choice. Well, you know it. Ain't minerals, mate. He ain't the minerals. Nathan T, big up to you. If De Ligt 68 and Fofana is 50 max, exactly, mate. Exactly. But you got this inflation with Premier League players and English players. There's always an inflation of transfer fee and what clubs when you're buying from Premier League clubs and they're on. He's recently signed a contract as well, people. So it's not like he's got 1 or 2 years left on his contract. He's actually signed a contract, and that's the problem, guys. That's where Leicester are in a very strong position to try and get near enough 70 million or wherever it was. I heard it was 80 million, people. I don't know where people are getting 70 million. I think Ben Jacobs reported it after he's been quiet like a mute and all the other ones. We haven't heard fuck all from Simon Johnson or Matt Law or Ornstein, all these people, apart from Ornstein reporting that Bowley's setting up a fucking dinner and dance and all that nonsense. It's just stupid news, really irrelevant news. We don't give a shit about that. What we care about is, are we making progress in transfer market? Are we offloading players? That is what we care about, and we want the truth, people. We want to know what the truth is. We don't want all these lies. Always lying to us, these guys. They're always lying. Love the content, Johnny. Can't wait for the season to start. That's when your likes and subscribes will rocket. Whether they do or don't, guys, I'm going to be here. Whether they do or don't, I'm here, guys. Like and subscribe anyway, people. Big up to everyone in here. Let me just run through these quickly. There's loads of you in here. Big up to every single one of you in here. Big up to every single one of you in here. Big up, Lewis, my guy. Big up, Lewis. Up the Chelsea. Lovely to see you in here, my guy. Philly, we need Johnny to join the Chelsea board. So like us. Yeah. Listen, if we've got these idiots that are having a voice, yeah, let's get the real voice of the fans, people. Let's get the real voice of the fans. You know what I mean? And say it properly. Bub Smoke, shout out, Johnny. Lovely to see you in here. Lovely to see you in here. Lovely to see everyone in here. All of you guys supporting the channel. Proper good. Football star, I think you spoke Arabic. No, I don't, man. I don't speak Arabic. Where'd you get that from, geezer? Big up, Marvas. Lovely to see you. Let's have it right from Iraq. Lovely to see you in here. Can you imagine if I started speaking Arabic? That'd be funny. Big up, CFC Dino. All of you guys in here. Love to see all of you in here. But let's sort of let's get into it, guys. Delusion to even think that you clown club Chelsea shit is bigger than Barca and Real. Listen, you're the one in here, bro. You're the one in here. Yeah, you're the one. Listen, let's have it right. You've got your bee in the bonnet, and you're so pissed with Chelsea. And there's only one reason you're pissed with Chelsea Football Club. And I understand it. I get it, fella. I get it. But we stopped your Super League, and that's as simple as that, mate. We pissed on your parade. Like your fellow Real Madrid and all your corrupt fucking wankers in La Liga. We did that. We stopped it. And we stopped your cash injection. So now you've had to go and sell your TV rights. Well done. Well done. You better hope you win, fellas. You better hope you win every fucking trophy that's out there. Because if you don't, you're going to be tears galore. Tears galore. All right? But at least you've bought some sort of minerals to come in here in the chat with all the people, yeah? Big up to you for doing that. Do you know what I mean? I saw it. Where is it? Yeah, it's true. The grass isn't always greener, Johnny. Arse broke loaner. They're selling theirs LMAO. Yeah, they're selling their soul, mate. They're selling their soul. I did call Lukaku. I called it. Called it time ago, mate. Big up to you for recognising. Appreciate that. Yes, Julius, my guy, lovely to see you in here as always, supporting. And if I'm right, Canada. So big up to you, my guy. Thank you for your Super Minerals donation. Big up, you absolute legend. I'm not really a legend, but thank you for your donation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm missing all these. So anyway, let's run into it, people. Yeah. Before I do, big up to you, Julius, again. If Rice has to choose between Chelsea and Barca, he would choose Chelsea. If Sterling had to choose between CFC and Barca, he'd choose Chelsea. And the same goes for Koulibaly. Let's have it right. The real players. I want players that want to play at Chelsea Football Club, not these fucking wishy-washy flip-floppers, bruv. Yeah? And they're taking... Listen, let's have it right. Koundé's got to Barcelona, all right, for less wages, yeah? another one for less wages, and they're going to use a story. Yeah, he wants Barcelona over Chelsea. Let's have it right. We didn't bid, mate. There was no way Sevilla are turning down a higher bid of almost 20 million more, and they got to pay 20% to Bordeaux. How thick are you lot? Are you that stupid? I expect it from the Barcelona fans. I expect it 100%. But from the Chelsea fans, do not think that way. Don't buy into that nonsense that they're feeding, that we got rejected. It's bullshit. Fabrizio, the biggest clown on the planet, the biggest brown envelope, he's been delaying this fucking deal for God knows how long. He's been using Chelsea as that little pawn and scapegoat to try and keep the news coming, to buy Barcelona time to fucking scrimp and save and get their rats digging in to find the pennies to put this bid in and wait for that second lever that came in. And that second lever came in and all of a sudden they bid the money. But let's have it right. They bid fucking nowhere near what Chelsea supposedly bid. And I'm waiting for Fabrizio to confirm all the money. I'm waiting for him to confirm the wages and how much they bid. Fucking land it, Fabrizio. Tell us, mate, because you told everyone what we bid. So tell us what they bid, mate. And people in the chat, let me know what Fabrizio has told us all. What Barcelona have actually bid. What's been accepted by Sevilla. The one that's in the pocket. Let's have it right. Sevilla. That's Sevilla in there and Barcelona's pocket, mate. Yeah? Let's have it right. That's where they are. The fucking joke of a club. They bent down. They bent down and they got fucked royally because they could have had more money. But I don't believe they could have had more money. Shall I tell you why? Because we didn't put the money on the table. All right? Listen, where have you ever heard a deal where you've sent paperwork? We've had pigeons flying this paperwork for fucking days on end, yeah? We've sent this paperwork, have we or have we not? All right? We've agreed personal terms with the player for a whole year. We might have tweaked it a little bit, so they say. Yeah, we've put down a £55 million bid, all right, plus the 10 million add-ons, which is pretty much to their clause. Yeah, and we've heard fuck all. We're waiting for the green light. We're waiting for the green light. What fucking green light? There ain't no green light, mate. It's in your heads, mate. It's you typing there's a green light because the only green light is fucking what you typed, bruv. Yeah? What deal has ever come out like that and not happened? Tell me. And the club's come in with less money and bought the player. Come on, bruv. Let's wake up, people. Let's wake up. That's why all the fucking journos are in the mud. That's why they're all silent, because they look like dickheads. They're completely got no face. None of them. Ben Jacobs, Matt Law, Simon Johnson, Ornstein, all of the fucking rats. They ain't got nothing, man. What are they going to say? What are they going to say? Sevilla accepted 38 million. Chelsea got 55. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Do you know how stupid that sounds? I'm going to go and sell something on eBay, yeah, for £100. And I get offered £100, but someone's offered £85. I'm going to sell it to the guy with £85. Are you fucking stupid? Let's have it right. What are people? Why are people so gullible, mate? Why are they so gullible? Fucking hell. And it's not even about tears, bruv. You're talking about tears. It's not tears. I'm pissed off, yeah, if you want to associate tears and how our journalists, these brown envelopes, are fucking making a mockery of our football club, associating us with every player under the sun, making us look like we don't have Paul, where we're not even fucking there. And they should have stuck to the original story, all right, the correct story, that it was a Marina target, because let's have it right, if it was a Tuchel #1 target and it was a Chelsea target right now, we would have gone in and signed a fucking player and Barcelona wouldn't even had a chance or a sniff. Do you know why it took so long? Do you know why it went quiet? Because Barcelona didn't have the money at that time, and then they slowly crept in. They brought out Kunde out of nowhere after the De Ligt nonsense, because if we were going to go for De Ligt, we would have bid the 68 million and bought De Ligt. We probably would have thrown in Werner as well and sent him the other way, but that was all a bullshit deal because it was never there. It was all in the air, mate. It was all fucking nonsense, every single bit of it. And that's my point. We're being used, our Chelsea Football Club name's being used because journalists, Ben Jacobs, all these other guys, fucking broadcasting, every single one, not just Ben Jacobs. It was Matt Laws, it was all of them, yeah? Putting out, we got a 200 million kitty, we can sign players before offloading. When you broadcast that, you're letting everyone around Europe know that you've got money to spend. And what are they going to do? They're going to link your name, your club to every single player that wants to move. It's as simple as that. It's basic business, people. If you've got a business brain, that's how it works. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. Big up to Robert Mills, landing the super minerals, dropping them minerals. Yes, let's have it right. When do I ever not drop the minerals? When do I never not say how it is? I'm always saying it how it is, mate. Literally, always saying it how it is. And I'm sick of us being used, all right? And we've been used. Listen, let's have it right. Why are you going to go and bid for Rafinha, people? Explain this to me. Rafinha had personal terms agreed through last season. His only choice was Barcelona. His only choice was Barcelona. Why are you going to go and put money down? Where does that make any sense? I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't. You're so-called bidding for these players, knowing they're not going to come. You wouldn't do that. Listen, let's have it right. Back in the day with Roman, yeah? You wouldn't hear about transfers. You wouldn't hear fuck all. We're in for Haaland all last season. You ever heard of an NDA, non-disclosure form? Yeah? Agreement? That's how Chelsea do business. Most of the time. It's very kosher. It's very under the carpet. People don't hear much about it. Drips and drabs. All of this has been fucking full on, mate, this transfer window. They're dishing it out like McDonald's, mate. Literally. It's just like, we'll write everything every day and we're going to create stories and we're going to have clickbait non-stop. That is what it's been like. And we're tired of it, people. We're all tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't believe anything they say, mate. I really don't. What happened to Gnabry? Gnabry, that's a classic, that one. Linked for Gnabry for 2 days. And then what happens? 3 days later, Fabrizio tweets out of the fucking blue, yeah, oh, he's got agreeing a 4-year contract because he was on a 1-year deal. Well, obviously, it's a no-brainer. No one else was in for no one else you could use apart from Chelsea to go in for Gnabry. You're not going to use any other German club. You're not going to use an Italian club. You're not going to use any other Premier League club because Liverpool, Manchester City ain't going to fucking bid for him. All right, and he ain't going to anyone under Chelsea. So Chelsea was the perfect one. We used Chelsea and he got his 4-year deal. Lovely jubbly. Let's move on. Yeah, that's how it is, guys. That's how it is. And these guys getting paid to say this shit, to drive deals. Fabrizio's been paid to say this stuff, to drive deals. I've just landed it. I've explained it. And that is what it is. Because I generally do not believe. Listen, why would Chelsea pull out of a deal? All right. They told us we pulled out because of his height. Are you fucking having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? I think he thought of that anyway, Tuchel. And that's why we never bid for him. But they're saying we did bid for him. But you told us that it was a Marina target. Which one is it, fellas? You've been muddied. You said the truth. And now you've been muddied by telling lies. Your sources have muddied you. Your ketchups, your HPs, your fucking Nando's sauce. However you like it, mate. You've been done like kippers. Every single one of you. You've been done like kippers. Absolute frauds, mate. And they're all quiet to shit. They have to think twice about what they tweet out now, people. If you've noticed, very infrequent tweets now. And if they are tweeting, they're tweeting about other shit, other clubs, or they're tweeting about Bowley going for a nice meal with all the Premier League heads. Come on, mate. What's he doing now? Does he not realise that Chelsea is the most hated football club, especially in the Premier League? Like you're gonna get any better deals with these guys? We're all rivals, man. Everyone's rivals. What are we sitting at a dinner for? Fucking hell, it's like it's the Godfather, mate. And they're all sitting there and they're all fucking trying to get deals with each other. Don't work. Everyone's going to get stung somewhere. Everyone's going to get shot down. Let's have it right. Big up to everyone in here. Yeah, it is a Spotify camp now. Fucking frauds. Let's have it right. Let's land the minerals as it is right now. We didn't want this fucking little midget, bruv. What's he going to do in the Premier League? Fucking hell, bruv. What's he going to do in the Premier League? He's going to get spun, mate. He's going to get absolutely spun. Can you imagine him against Haaland? Fucking hilarious, mate. Let's have it right. Anyway, let's move on. Big up to your Super Minerals donation. Koundé's blue done deal, Ben Jacobs. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? He did say that. So did, Matt Law almost pretty much said it. Who else? Let me know who else said it. Loads of people said it. They were saying it's a done deal. Yeah, done deal. Because they got fed by the sources who got their brown envelopes to help out Barcelona and Sevilla. Monkey is the winner here because Monkey knew that Chelsea were never going to pay that money. Monkey knew that Chelsea weren't in the fucking discussion. So he used Chelsea to get the deal he wanted from Barcelona because Barcelona could have walked in there and got him for a lot less because there was no other club in for him. Isn't that interesting, people? There was not one other club in for Koundé apart from Barcelona and so-called Chelsea, yeah? Absolute nonsense, bruv. Let's remind these Barcelona fans about Koundé last year. He was he was fucking in tears, bruv, on his plane, gutted. He wanted to come to Chelsea, and then he's come here after the sanctions, begging to be letting at the Stamford Bridge. Yeah, coming into London, buying a property, and all this nonsense. Yeah. All bullshit, mate. All nonsense, mate. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Big up to everyone in there. Big up to you. I don't know what your name is, but big up to you. Appreciate your Super Minerals donation. You pulled out because you're not hard enough. What do you mean not hard enough? Hard enough? Listen, we could have gone what they say, go and put down 70 million and Sevilla will still sell him to Barcelona. Do you know why? Because Barcelona owns Sevilla, not legally, owns him. They're in the pocket, mate. It's how it goes. It's how it goes in that Spanish league. They're all for themselves. They work together, these people. They're not going to sell to Chelsea. Yeah. Koundé was desperate to come to Chelsea last year. All of a sudden, he don't want to come. Come on. Let's make it make sense, people. Let's make it make sense. But big up to you for donating to the channel. Big up to you for donating to the channel. Yeah. I'm 100 away from 2K subs. Big up, Pedro, for letting me know. Guys, there's over 300 people in here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Let's get me to 2K tonight. Let's get me to 2K tonight, people. Let's get me to 2K tonight. 1.9. Come on, Stretters. Let's have it right. This is the thing, people, yeah? Big up, Keanu. This is the thing, people, yeah? This is what I'm saying. Like, we've been used, right, as a pawn. And we are continuously being used as a pawn because everyone knows that we're active in the market. And everyone knows they're going to just use us. Where I'm getting pissed off is, all right, why are our club stopping these tossers, right? Why are they not stopping these guys, these brown envelopes, from putting out this information? Why are they not? Because this is bad look. It's not good look, right? Wonderful food, great meal, all this nonsense, yeah. What's happening behind the scenes? I think he went there for De Jong, people. We've been linked to De Jong now, all right? That is the latest flavour, all right, from yesterday, all right? That De Jong is open to Chelsea, right? That is the latest. Now, they want what, 80 million? That's what they want, and they want his wages off the books. I'll tell you what, we'll wait all the way through to the end of the transfer window because De Jong is happy to sit there on his wage. He's not going to lower his wage, and rightly fucking so. When Lewandowski's come in on a 17 or 18 million contract, yeah, but yet all these other players that are currently there got to lower their wages. Nonsense. All the players get pissed off with it. And I respect Frankie de Jong for that. And if he does do that and we go and get a better deal for Frankie de Jong, I'm going to call him proper Chelsea straight away, people. Straight away, instantly, if that happens. Yeah? I doubt he's coming, but listen, he's a lovely player. These fucking Muppets were paying him centre-back. They were deliberate. Did you see the clip of the players just letting the ball go out? They're trying to force him out. It's disgusting. They're a wank-stained club. They're a fucking corrupt club. And that player needs to leave if he wants to really go and win the big titles and win the Champions League. He ain't fucking doing it there. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Yeah? Let's have it right. So, I don't quite understand the Frankie de Jong deal. The only reason I don't understand it is he's more of an 8 for me. All right? Now, I think he can play the 6, but is he defensively good enough to play the 6 in the double pivot? And who's he going to play with? You know? He's going to play with Jorginho. He's going to play with, I think he's too similar to Kovacic. He's going to compete with Kovacic. I think Gilmore, what's happened to Gilmore? You know, similar players, in my opinion, similar roles. But Frank de Jong's got his minerals. He's a baller. He is a baller. We know that. He's a lovely, talented player, decorated player, not with the trophies, but in the talent-wise and the skill and the attributes that he's got. He's decorated. Yeah. And I like that sort of player. And I would love him at Chelsea for the right price. And I think he could be the future for Jorginho, Kante leaving, or even Kovacic if he does leave. I don't think he will, but you get what I'm saying. He's like, he continues that rebuild because he's 25 years old. And I think, let's have it right, he probably desperately wants to leave Barcelona in reality because of the way they're treating him. They're treating him like an absolute mug. And it's disgraceful because he's an absolute baller. So where do I think he fits in? I think you have to play a back four with a Frankie de Jong. I think you have to play a back four. You have a Georgie sitting there. and then you have a De Jong, Mason Mount, Kovacic, Mason Mount. I don't know if he can sit as a 6. I don't know. I don't know where the thought process is there. We need a DM, guys. I tweeted it today. We need goal scoring wingers. We need a DM, and we need centre backs. We need 2 centre backs because if we're going to lose Alonso and Azpilicueta, we need 2 centre backs, people. All right, and we've only got 1, and I don't know who the other 2 are going to be. But back 4 for De Jong would work, in my opinion. I think that's the sort of the way it might allow us to go that way because Frankie De Jong, let's have it right, great ball progressor, lovely passer of the ball. He's got an eye for a pass. He's got vision. He's quick. He's great at keeping the ball. I think we need a player like that in the middle of the park. I generally do. And he's got a lot more experience. So I can see where that fits, but only if you're not. I think they're waiting to see if they don't get a Declan Rice, they might go for a De Jong. Because let's have it right. Who else is going to go in there and pay 80 million if he doesn't want to go Man United? There's no other club that's going in for him. So we're kind of like in a very strong position where we can say to Barcelona, take it or leave it, or we'll include Azpilicueta and Alonso in the deal, and you've got to take it, you fucking mugs. And it's as simple as that. And we'll do it on our terms. Because let's have it right. I know their third level is probably coming in or is imminent. Yeah, whatever that's going to be, 700 million or whatever it is. But they've still got to get people off the books. They still have to lower their wage structure. And they have to abide by the financial fair play. And Frankie De Jong is stopping them doing that from what I've seen in the reports. As far as I'm concerned, let's let them rot a bit longer. Let's fuck them over so they can't buy any more players. That's the way I'd do it. Play the game dirty. Play the game dirty. But I don't think we're ever in competition with Koundé for them. I really don't. No, I'm being serious. And they've sold their soul, people. They've sold their soul. Big up Stephen here. Johnny, what's under the table deal between Barca and Sevilla with a 20% owed to Bordeaux from deal? It's just bollocks. They would accept 20 mil less than Chelsea's offering it. But this is my point, Steve. We didn't bid the money, geezer. We didn't bid it because no one in business is knowing you've got to pay 20% to Bordeaux is going to turn that deal down for a fucking lower deal, a lower transfer bid. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. So there is there's money under the table. It's called the brown envelopes. There's no way Seville would accept that deal. I'm sorry. There's no way. No way whatsoever. And I've called this countless times. That's how they're moving. That's how they're moving. Big up to you, Vic. I think you're new in here. Thank you for subscribing. Johnny, listen, players always have the say at the end of the day. I don't care what Sevilla did or didn't. Koundé made his choice. Respect that and move on. Well, I don't believe he has made that choice because his choice was Chelsea all last year and the beginning of the summer. So I don't really believe that. It was the only option. It was the only option. I'm sorry, I don't agree with how they've built this narrative about Chelsea putting in this bid and sending paperwork and medicals being booked and all that. I've never heard that. Any deal, you can go through the whole transfer history, all right? And you ain't going to see stuff like that. You're just not going to see it. Every time we've had a medical and paperwork sent, Sterling, Koulibaly, done deal. Quick as that. Quick as that. As soon as they say medical and paperwork, it's a done deal. This guy, fucking days on end. They were waiting for the leather, geezer. They were waiting for the leather to come in. All right? Fabrizio Romano repeated his tweets, regenerated them, recycled them to buy time because people are waiting for what's going on. Where's the green light? When's the medical? Paperwork's been sent. Why are they not being signed? And they also don't report that Koundé had surgery at the end of the season. No one knows how that surgery's come out. No one knows if he's fully back to the sharpness or what the implications of that surgery is. But they don't talk about that, you see. They don't mention all these things. There's a reason for it, people. There's a reason for it. Big up Fred. De Jong even played a centre-back and he did well against Real Madrid. Yeah, but I mean, is he a build of a fucking centre-back, people? Is he a build of a centre-back? I know he's played there before. I'm aware of that. But his actual best position is a 6/8. Everyone knows that. Everyone's seen it. That's where he's played for. That's where he played for Ajax. Why Barcelona bought him, and that's where he plays for Holland. So when have they ever played him centre-back? He never played next to De Ligt for Ajax. This is nonsense. It's a myth. It's a myth. But What, you telling me Chelsea are going to go and buy him to play him as a centre-back? I don't believe that for 1 second, mate. I don't believe that for 1 second. Big up to everyone in here. There's over 330 people in here. Please like the video. Let me know what likes I'm on, people. And also let me know what subs I'm on. Chelsea fans can always support Newcastle. Listen, you're here to troll, but I appreciate the donation, fella. I'd never support that fucking club. Never. Chelsea all day long, mate. Anyone who does that is a plastic, mate. It's just a fake. Yeah, Matt Lord is a fraud. Let's bring up about Matt Law. Fucking numpty. Koundé moving in the right direction for Chelsea. Hope the saga may be coming towards an end. Let's have it right. Update story. Koundé set to join Chelsea, but Tuchel warns Asby may not be allowed to leave and admits he's a bit pissed off with Barcelona. Let's have it right. When does Matt Law ever get it wrong, people? When does he get it wrong, people? Tell me. When does he get it wrong? When does he get it wrong? Interesting. Very interesting. Nizar Kinsella, Chelsea are in the final part of negotiations for Jules Koundé's arrival from Syria. Barcelona have pulled out of the race and are focusing on other targets. Listen to this bangers and mash fucking clickbait. Listen to this bangers and mash clickbait. And you guys prop these guys. These so-called tier ones. They're brown envelope tier one bangers and mash waffle merchants. That's what they are, people. That is what they are. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Big up El Padrino. 200 likes. Guys, get me to 350 likes. There's 350 people in here. Get me to 300 likes. Come on, let's not muck around here. Let's land the minerals as it should be. Yeah, I know they're trolling. I know. Big up RVK. They are trolling, but they're here to troll. Let them troll, people. Anyone in the chat, all the mods, let them troll as much as they want. Let them have their fucking 10 pence on this fucking midget signing for their football club. All right? Let them. I've left my own stream, people. I've left my own stream. That's hilarious, people. That's me. Let the trolls troll, people. Let them troll. Let them troll, yeah. I left my own stream, yeah. I left my own stream. Come on, let's have it right. The minerals are landing. All right, anyway, let's move on, people. Let's move on, yeah? All right? Let's talk about Harry Kane. The fucking bangers and mash of Harry Kane. All right? Let me know which club is not interested in Harry Kane. All right? The tweet was, who tweeted it? Who tweeted it? Let me know who tweeted it. I know I saw it from Simon Phillips, but he was quoting someone. Who was the journalist that said it was Christian Falk, innit? Christian Falk. That guy, when does this guy ever get shit right? Majority of the time he gets it all wrong. All right. Let's have it right. Harry Kane thinking to come to Chelsea. Come on. What fucking nonsense is this? He's from Germany. He knows that Nagelsmann is talked about Harry Kane and is interested in Harry Kane. Come on, let's have it right. This is just bullshit clickbait. It's just nonsense. And you're doing that after the Koundé deal, after this so-called Koundé saga. It's an embarrassment, bruv. It's an embarrassment. Oh, Harry Kane. Listen, I'd love it if we signed him. Baller, world-class striker. But come on, he ain't coming to Chelsea. All right? Even if we put down the money, even though Roman Abramovich is left, do you think Levy's going to sell to Bowley? No chance. No chance. Do you think Harry Kane will come to Chelsea and ruin his Tottenham legacy? No chance. No chance. They're in the Champions League. They've got Conte. They've made additions. He's staying, mate. All day long he's staying at Spurs. Why do they report this shit? Why? It's pathetic. Christian Falk's full of shit. It's all lies and bullshit and click. And we don't want to hear that. We're tired of hearing this stuff, man. Everyone's fed up of hearing this shit. Harry Kane, I put it in there for a laugh, and let's have it right on my thumbnail. I didn't even put him in the Spurs shirt. I put him in the England shirt. Yeah, I can't have that fucking shites on my thumbnails, bruv. I don't want them anywhere near my channel. Yeah, fans, you're more than welcome. Tottenham fans, you're more than welcome to come in the chat and come on and all that. But what I'm saying is, I ain't propping that jersey, mate. I ain't propping that jersey. And listen, Kane ain't coming to Chelsea. All right, so don't buy into that whatsoever. I don't buy anything. All right, they're all in the mud right now, every single one of them. Right, Toothpick Gizzin. All right, he should have stuck to his initial story about Kunde being a Marina target, and in the end, he's gone and mudded himself like a fucking wrong'un. And I'm all here for it. I'm here to drink the tears. Let me drink their tears right now, people. Let me drink their tears. Lovely, delightful, delightful. So people, let's have it right. Oh, thank you for your donation, Lukia. Much appreciated. You should have said something in the chat, but I appreciate your donation and your super minerals. You got the minerals. We know that. We know that. We know you got the minerals. It's not RIP to his football club, Sosa. It's not RIP, mate. It's not. Listen, I was very rattled on my last few streams. I was very, very rattled, yeah? But at the end of the day, we have to be positive, people. We have to be positive about our football club. And maybe the gaffer's playing mind games about we're not ready. I think our team ain't that far off. But it's because we've lost certain players and we're not replacing these players. That's the problem. And I'm getting fucking frustrated. I'm getting more frustrated with the brown envelopes, recycling and propping all this shit that comes out all the time. That's my thing. It's just very frustrating, people. It's very frustrating. Yeah, he's full of shit. You can say he got the delete thing right, yeah. Christian Fault. Of course he did. There was no one. We weren't in for him, mate. We're trying to offload Werner. Juventus didn't want Werner as part of the deal, like they said, yeah. But yet they're happy to take Werner now. Come on, what's going on here? Listen, I'm happy for them to take Werner, get him out of the club, move him on. Fair play. But don't bring all this delete nonsense and orchestrate a deal for them. Don't do that. Bringing us Dybala, Ronaldo's, Neymar's. Have you noticed that every club we are being reported with, we are being offered these players all the time. They're offering and offering and offering all these players non-stop. Yeah, we're being offered these players. It's ridiculous. Let's stick to who our targets are and who the gaffer really wants. That's all that's important. That's all we care about, is what the gaffer wants. We don't even know that. We don't even know that. Big up Chelsea Mark, 2,000 subs coming, Johnny. Well deserved, fella. Smash the like and subscribe button. People, if you haven't subscribed or liked, get me up to those 350 likes or 400 likes, whatever, and help me get to the 2K. I don't know what I'm on, guys. Let me know where I am on the subs. Hopefully it's growing as we speak and people are enjoying the channel and the content. Yeah, hopefully they're enjoying it. I never wanted a midget Kunde anyways. He would easily get out jumped by Kane and Haaland. It's very true. It's very true, mate. Let's have a look. What you put there, Lee? Big up, Lee. Barca like Kalana. Kalana FC. £10 a week for 100 years. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. They are. They're a joke of a club, mate. They're a joke of a club. Big up to you, LC. Love your channel, Johnny. Always keeping us entertained. True Chelsea supporter, full on minerals. Let's have it right. Big up to you, LC. I try and say it how it is. I'm always saying it how it is. You know, whether you want to agree or disagree or whatever that is. Yeah, I'm not there to give you false agenda or prop what the latest flavour of the month is. I'm not for that. Big up, Alex Spirovsky. Let's have it right. Always speaking facts, Johnny. Big up to you. Big up to you, my guy. Lovely to see you in here. Yeah, love that Wheezy. Barclava FC. Klarna. Oh, what a broadcast club, man. broadcast clubs selling their soul and rights, mate. Just remember, we stopped the Super League, people. That's why they're so pissed at us. Yeah, that's why the whole world of football's pissed with us, because all of them don't want to do business with us because we stopped their cash injection. Come on, let's have it right. Come on, where are we going here? Where are we going? What are we on? 1 point. You said we're 1 point or whatever on subs. Big up. Elias, yeah, I'll make you a mod, fella. I will make you a mod. Give me a chance, geezer. Give me a chance. So, people, what are we supposed to think now? What are we supposed to think? We don't know. We don't know what's true in the terms of what's been reported. People bringing up Zaha and all this. I don't want Zaha. He's not good enough for Chelsea, mate. Yeah, I want players that Tuchel wants. We need goal-scoring wingers. We need a big players, man. We need Declan Rice, people. We need Declan Rice. Fuck me. If we're not spending big on all these so-called targets that we've been linked with, go and get me Declan Rice. Bowley needs to land the minerals and get Declan Rice. That's what we need, people. We need that. We need that. The problem is, right, and more so with the attack, who is out there, people? This is what I'm worried about. I can't name you players that are apart from this Leo and Cuckoo, yeah, these sorts of players. What other players are out there, guys, that we can actually get excited about and feel like take us to another level? You know, for me, Neymar is the only one that I think obviously it's not going to happen now because he's saying he wants to stay, or so they say. But I mean, I think we should go all out and get him. I think we should go out all out and get this player. We need a special player like that. We really do. And let's have it right. All this nonsense they fed us about Broha pushing a permanent deal. Isn't it lovely to see the fella training? Isn't it lovely to see him now? Let's have it right. He's got a season with us. He'll score goals for Chelsea, Broha, and he's got a great opportunity and a pathway to land the minerals for us. That excites me. We can then focus on getting a real goal-scoring winger, someone devastating, someone with trickery, pace, who's prepared to take on a player that's got no fear, strong. But I want talent. I want talent. And all these other players. Who's the other player? Is it Nunes or something? Nunes? You know, I'm not hearing anything. I'm hearing people bring up his name, but where's the concrete news, guys? Where is it? What is going on, people? We've got a week and a bit till the season, and I'm getting a little bit concerned. This squad is not ready. We've got unhappy players in our football club. They need to be got shot of immediately. Sharpish, get rid of them, right? Whether it's loan deals or not, we need to get rid of them immediately. Because if we don't, we're going to have an unhappy dressing room. The gaffer's not going to play him clearly, and it's going to be very difficult. And we've got to, the 1st of September to make signings. And right now, we've only got 2 through the door. You know, what is going on, guys? They've really put the fan base in a kind of negative mind frame, because they've been propping that we're getting rejected here, left, right, and centre. When in reality, I don't believe we're in for half of these fucking players that have been sounded with us. It's just that they know that we're actively in the market. So you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt, which I did try and explain to you when I first started my streaming, all the way through Twitter, all the way through the year. They fed us lies about Lukaku, and people still bought into their shit this summer transfer window, and they're still landing the shit. They're still landing lies, bangers and mash waffle, and that's the problem. That is a problem. Where do we go to get genuine information about what's going on behind the scenes? Because frankly, right now, it's all lies. It's all lies. There's no truth to anything. There is no truth to it. I don't know what Bowley's doing. I don't know. Apart from Ornstein, thank you very much. Great tweet, fella, letting us know he's arranging a banquet dinner and dance with all the Premier League lot. Great, but we're not interested. We want to know what players we're signing. That's what you're there to report, you mug. Been quiet to shit as well. All of them, very, very quiet people. This Jacob Steinberg saying Fofana. I don't trust this guy. This guy came out and said Koundé to Chelsea's almost a done deal. I don't listen to this shit. I don't listen to this guy, man. All of them. Who's the other one? Palugla, or whatever his name is, Pagluka, or whatever. He talks rubbish as well. He got muddied. He was blocking loads of Chelsea fans because, rightly so, they were coming at him going, what are you feeding us this lies for? Why are you lying to us? You're just doing it for clickbait. Unfollow these people. Don't let them have the platforms they've got. They don't deserve these platforms. Their reputations are in the mud. Yeah? They're in the mud. I don't follow anyone. Anyone. Simon Phillips is the only one. Don't follow these people, guys. What are we saying in the comments, guys? What are we saying? I mean, Ben Jacobs new in the game, but he's not starting off very well. He did all right in the sanctions and all that nonsense because there was a lot of bullshit flying around there, wasn't there? There was a lot of misleading news from. And you had the battle between Nizar Kinsella and Matt Law and Saudi Media Group and Bowley's Consortium, the Ricketts and all this shit. And they're really going in on it. And, in a nutshell, they're just out there to get the best story and they'll stab each other in the back. Don't support these guys. Don't support them. They give us bullshit. You got people like this Simon Johnson fella. And in this tweet always pisses me off. Barcelona so intent on Messi. Like, why would you tweet that? Don't tweet it. Tweet real shit. Tweet stuff about our football club. Relevant stuff. Important things. Factual stuff. Not fucking opinions. We don't care about your opinion, mate. We care about actual news. Credible news. Yeah? It's painful, Johnny. I see Chelsea fans creaming about the fact Jacob Steinberg said this. I don't trust him. I don't trust anyone. Listen, they don't learn, these fucking fans. They don't learn about who players were linked with. They don't learn about it. Listen, let's have it right. Until the player is holding up the shirt, that's when we're going to say it's a done deal. Is it or is it not? We trust in Chelsea FC website. We trust in the here we go of Fabrizio. Bullshit. I don't even trust that. I'll tell you why I don't trust that. Because he made a video. He got it taken down, the fraud. Because he said, it's close, guys. We're close to Chelsea. Koundé, Chelsea to Koundé. It's almost a here we go, guys. It's almost a here we go. We're very close. The deal is imminent, guys. Bullshit. Liar. Absolute liar. Got it taken down, you fraud. Fucking rat. Fabrizio. What a mug. Yeah, Matt Laurie's a Villa fan. We know that. Let's have it right. Great super minerals here. Bartek M. Thank you for your donation. Remember when they said Roman wants his money back? Yes. Exactly. And what did Don Roman, go and do? He landed the minerals, he made an official statement, and he muddied every single journalist out there, all around the world, all the fucking politics that was running around with those journalists, all the brown envelopes that was getting flown around, passed around, all over, shipped all over the gaff. Yeah? Let's have it right. They really tried to mud Roman there. Roman just came out and said, I don't want that money. And we are debt-free. We're a debt-free club. Everyone knows that in the world of football. They know we're financially in a great position, yet we're struggling to sign players. Come on. Let's be a bit more smart, people. Let's be a bit more smart about what we buy into and what we think is bangers and mash. Yeah? Bangers and mash, no gravy. Dry. Lies. Let's have it right. So, as far as I'm concerned, people, I'm not very trusting with everything that's going on around. And, we have to really, really think about what we read, because the opinions are bullshit. We don't care about opinions. We care about actual, facts. We care about actual concrete information. Yeah. But it's all been lies, mate. Everything's been a lie. And that is what's so sad. It's bad because our whole fan base, in reality, has no trust of these journalists. No trust. I never trusted them with a barge pole from the get-go. Never. And I will never trust them because they're all out there for their payday. They're out there to get the best story, whatever that story is. The Ronaldo one example, what a great story. Of course, you're going to get massive clicks, well, internationally on that because it's Ronaldo. Neymar, the same. Delit, another one. Dybala, all these players, Oh, and let's have it right. Great unveiling of Dybala by Roma. Shame Barcelona couldn't do anything like that. The Tin Pots, they couldn't do anything like that, could they? No, didn't have the money. They had to have fucking Lewandowski on a beach like he's in Baywatch. Do you know what I mean? On his own, no one there, just on a beach like Baywatch. Bartha, mugs, every single one of them mugs. Do I want CR7? No, I don't want Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I don't want him. Like, we need. I'd rather spend the money and the wages on other players. The wages are astronomical. He's on 735 grand a week. Where are we going with that, people? Where are we going with that? Bailey might be the American Mike Ashley fella. Do you know what? The proof's in the pudding with Bowley. We need to see what's happening. We don't know what's happening with Reece James and Mason Mount's contracts. That's all gone quiet. There's no talk of that. There's no fucking concrete information from these brown envelopes. There's nothing. Nothing's been said. There's nothing, no news, mate. How can there not be any proper news? Do you know why? They've been royally fucked by the Koundé deal. They're quite to shit. They're very scared of whatever they write or report because they know they're going to get absolutely hammered and trolled in the comments and the quote tweets. And that's the bottom line. They're little pussies, every single one of them. Little mice. Little mice. Yeah? Let's have it right. Big up to H Talks Chelsea. How we doing, Johnny, mate? Just tuned in. Yeah, well, I'm just basically mudding all the journos, mate. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. I'm just mudding all the journos, as I always do. Like, listen, do you guys still follow these people? That's what I want to know. Do you still follow these guys? Do you still believe this shit? Because I don't. Maybe take a leaf out of my book. Lovely. Big up to Chelsea Perspective. Thank you for your donation, my guy. Your super minerals. Just stopping by to say hi. Big up, brother. Lovely to see you in here and support the channel. Thank you for your donation, my guy. Much love. Hope your channel's doing well, guys. And also subscribe to Chelsea Perspective, people. Anyone who wants more Chelsea content, go and subscribe to the fellas channel. Yeah. So big up and support. Thank you very much for your donation, my guy. Love that. I don't know about any centre backs targets like Kim Pembe. All of a sudden, oh yeah, he's interested in Juventus. Now he's like he doesn't want to come to Chelsea, and then doesn't want to leave PSG. What is going on, people? What is going on? We've got an elite manager at our football club. Players that they've played for him don't want to come to Chelsea. It doesn't make any sense. Have we even put a bid in him? Does Tuchel even fucking rate the player? I don't believe anything anymore. I really don't. I don't know who's out there, people. Who's out there to buy? Who's out there to buy? What players? What players are out there to buy in this window that are realistic and at a good price? You know, as far as I'm concerned, you go out and buy Declan Rice because he's the player that we 100% desperately need. We desperately need a DM, people. Desperately. So why are we not going in for him? If you're not going to get the two other targets or whatever, go out and get him. You know, what are we waiting for? Last minute transfer deadline day. I tell you what, deadline day is going to be a minerals fucking day, I reckon. There's going to be a lot of things happening on deadline day. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things. Listen, I love mudding them fools. Yeah, of course, mate. Every single one of them. Matt Law's the biggest one at the minute. He's the biggest one. Listen, everyone knows about Matt Law, yeah? Matt Law's my little fucking baby, mate, yeah? Let's have it right. He's in my arms, mate. He's in the mud. He's in the Cementrals. Millers FC is delightful right now. It's booming right now, yeah? Because the brown envelopes and every single one of them are getting muddied. Let's have it right. They're all getting muddied. Every single one of them. All right? Everyone keeps bringing up Zaha. I mean, Zaha, what? Is he Chelsea level? No. I don't think he is. Crystal Palace will probably want Gallagher in the other way. They'll want Conor Gallagher. Are we going to sell Conor Gallagher to get Zaha? I'm sorry, guys. I don't want these fucking bit part players. I want players like good quality players, real top draw players. If we're going to compete at a high level with Liverpool, Manchester City, we can't be signing players like Zaha, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with everyone? Go out there and find some talent. Go out there, go to the Brazilian leagues, the fucking wherever it is. All right, go out and look for these players. Find these young talents and bring them in and bed them in. All right. Find some good players, man. Players that are not going to be astronomical wages, astronomical prices, and mix it up, people. Find a fucking talent. Look at Diaz. Liverpool signed Diaz. For what did they pay for him, guys? What did they pay for Diaz? Was it 40, 45 million? They bought him in January. They scouted him. Great little player. You know, decent player. Trickery. Hungry. Can play in the system. Possession football. Go and find these players. Where are they? Why is it Chelsea? We've always got to go for these fucking big names. Dillits and all these fucking guys that we're never even linked to. We're linked to them, but we're not in for them. Why are we going for these people? Go and buy. Declan Rice for me is the big name. That's the one you go and buy. That's the one we need. That's the one we fucking need. We need to go and get him. All right? If you want to go and get a De Jong, go and get him. Great player. Go and get him. But I'm sorry, man. You need to mix it up with other players. You got to mix it up with some talents. Find some fucking talent. These scouts are shit at our football club. They've ruined our football club, these scouts. They should all be sacked immediately. Every single one of them. Piss poor recruitment. Recommending fucking Sol and Lukaku, Bakayoko's, and all these fucking players. They recommended Koundé, and even the gaffer didn't even go in and bid for him initially. All right, we didn't bid for this guy. He didn't want him. But they're linking us to it. I'm getting sick and tired of these brown envelopes linking us to every fucking player under the sun. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Listen, let's have it right. Zaha shagged David Moyes' daughter, and you want to have a player like that? Come on, mate. He's got no fucking morals, the guy. Why do you think no one touched him with a barge pole? You got to think of these things. Or is he going to be shagging all his teammates, his missus? Come on, fuck that. I don't want anyone like that. Come on. Let's be real about it. Big up SW6. Big up, geezer. You know the deal. Mount is the minerals. He's the captain of Chelsea Football Club. Mark my words. What they said? What they said, SW6? Is there been any news, people? Let me know. What likes am I on, people? There's over 300 people in here. What likes am I on, guys? And please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Get involved. Get involved. What were we saying here? What are we saying here? Are you talking about Bowley, El Padrino? Because if you are, then maybe he's not being aggressive enough. I think he's trying to go in this whole sweetie pie American dream fucking nonsense. Trying to build relationships. It's not how it goes. Business. These lot are cutthroat rats. Every single one of them in the football game. They don't give a fuck as long as they get their money. All right, and they get what they want or near enough what they want. That's why Marina was decent at negotiating, because when she goes in, they know they can't fuck with her. So if you're going for a player, you know you have to deal with her. She had all of the Dortmund lot scared of her all the time. No one wants to deal with Marina. This is what I don't understand. What's going on? He got rid of Marina, which I understand because she's ballsed up a lot. She's done a lot of bad things, but she's done some good things as well. But my thing is, she might have been good to get deals over the line. And it's not happened. We're not getting deals over the line. But then there's also this narrative, and this is what I believe, is that a lot of this is brown envelope talk that they're pushing to get other clubs to get their deals done between each other and for the player and the agents. So I don't want to judge Bowley too early yet, because I think it's too soon to judge Bowley. You know, let's see at the end of the transfer window. We know that this rebuild is not just one transfer window. It might take 2 or 3 transfer windows. We know this. This is facts. Yeah, this is facts. But when you're losing so many players and you're not replacing them, and you're not replacing them with the quality that we need and of the profile that Thomas Tuchel wants, that's where the problems are. That's where they arise. That's where you get disrest. That's where you get the gaffer getting pissed off. And I think the gaffer right now is pissed off. He's saying, for fuck's sake, get me the players. Well, I need the players. I'm starting the season. I need to be ready. I can't bear another season of Jorginho, Kane and Kovacic in the middle of the park and no fucking additions. I can't do it, guys. It's going to be the same bullshit. Where we struggle in this system is transition. If we don't have the wing-back system and we don't have our proper wing-backs in, all right, the transition's like dead slow. There's no tempo. There's no nothing, all right? And the forward line don't get the ball when they need to. When they're in the right position, it's going to be the same old story continuously, all right? Continuously. If we play the back four like we did, we cannot play the back four yet. We haven't got the players to play the back four. We're short of a centre-back at the very least, and we're short of a DM. If Jong comes, are we going back four? I don't know. The gaffer's desperate to go to back four. Shall I tell you why? Because it saves us having to go and buy wing-backs as backup or looking at players that can play wing-backs. And I think this is the thought process of the gaffer. But the gaffer can only do that if he gets the Declan Rice. He can only do that if he gets him. Really? And maybe a De Jong to play the back four, and that's it. You're just about doing it. And I think if he plays the back four, he's less reliant on that wing back situation. You know, that's the way I look at things. I think it's very important we go to a back four. But right now, it's clear as day that we suit the back three with the current players we've got in a minute. We suit the back three. We know that. Big up Fred CFC. If CFC had good scouting, there are a list of potential underrated that could be good for CFC. Paqueta, Nunes, Mateus Lima, Oyarzabal. These would probably be less than 120 million combined. Listen, Paqueta, Arsenal are after him. He looks like a decent, skillful player. I did actually want him before he went to, AC Milan he went to. I wanted him before that. I liked him. I thought, wow, this guy's got talent. This guy could really add something different to us. But he looks a bit lightweight. But it's not saying he can't do it in the league. Nunes, everyone keeps bringing up Nunes. Sounds like a good shout. Maybe we are in for these guys and we're just not hearing anything because they're concrete. Yeah. But Mateus Lima, I don't know much about him. And the other fella, I don't know much about. But I get your point and I do agree with you. And I think it's about getting a balance between making signings like that, keeping the existing experience we've got in the team, adding experience from the Premier League, which we've got with Sterling, and hopefully a Declan Rice, and bringing in a Frankie de Jong and a Guardiola. And I think you've got a good window there. You really have got a good window. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. Oh, I'm just caught up with the chat. Yeah, you didn't know Zaha shagged David Moyes' his daughter. That's why he got that's why he got taken out of the team. That's why Man United got shot of him immediately. This guy, man, he couldn't keep his snakes, his snake in his on his skates, as they say. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but JT had the minerals. Do you know what I mean? JT had the minerals. He could do it and still be our captain. Colwell's got a chance, guys. You know, brown envelopes again. Tell us about Colwell. Yeah, he's more likely to go on a permanent loan. Where is it, people? Where is it? Where's his permanent move? Let's have it right. Where's Boha's permanent move? Let's have it right. Where's Gilmore's permanent move? Let's have it right. Where are they, people? They were quick to fucking put this shit out, weren't they? They were very quick to put it out on our timeline, pumping it out day after day. And where are they now? Where are they? They're training, mate. They're at Cobham and they're training and they're with the gaffer. That's where they are. They ain't going nowhere yet. So where are you getting all this permanent deal business? Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. Let's have it right. It would be scenes if we signed De Jong. It would be scenes for a double meaning. Also for taking Barcelona as probably one of their best players, in my opinion. Yeah, which he is. And they're just idiots for letting him go. So I'd love that because they can't keep hold of him because the player doesn't want to lower his wages. That I respect and that I love. And also if you're not going to Man United and stun Man United. So yeah, that would be scenes, fella. That would be scenes. Big up Burger King Yummy. Lovely to see you in here and supporting the channel and for donating your super minerals. Let's have it right. Bettinelli, Trev, Sar, Cully, Chile, Reese, Goatmore, Gallagher, Mount, Kai, Big Booty Sterling. We're going to win the league. Listen, I'm not saying we're not going to win anything. I think we're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to do well. But right now, we need to get the shit and the players that don't want to be here, that are causing distress to our team dressing room. That's my thing. Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, get out. Who's the other one? Barkley's got no use here. Get him out. Bakayoko, get him out. Kepa's going to go. Get him out. You know? Azpilicueta wants to go to Barcelona. Move on, captain. All right? It's shocking that our fucking captain wants to go to that club the way they're disrespecting Chelsea. That is not good for me. I don't like it. All right? And you've got another one, Alonso, that wants to fucking go there. Go there. Absolute car crash in the making. So have it right. Big up to your donation, though. And I do agree, and I am confident. I do back my players, and I back all the youth, and I'm very excited. But Sarr is dodgy. Actually, it brings me up on Sarr. Did anyone see the clip on our last friendly where Sarr played the ball? There was nothing wrong with that ball, and Timo Werner made no effort to go to it or try and make it or whatever. He just fucking strolled off. And then Sarr goes to Timo like, what the fuck? And then the gaffer is going to Sarr, just leave it. Let me deal with it. Let me deal with it. I don't know if anyone's seen that clip on YouTube. Go and check it out. It's shocking, mate. Werner's got to go. He's got to go. Let's have it right. I can never get your name, geezer. Padmanava Dutta. I'm just going to call you Dutta, man. Dutta. That's what I'm going to call you, geezer. Media dragging our name in everything. They are. They generally are, mate. They really are. And it's starting to piss me off royally right now. Sarr out. I mean, we don't know. There's too many players we need out. I'd love Rice because it will be like the old days when we had England backbone, Johnny. Exactly, backbone. The real backbone in the team, man. We got Reece James. You got Declan Rice. You got Minerals Mount. That is the backbone we need going forward. The real proper Chelsea, like Declan Rice was at Chelsea, wants to play at Chelsea. This player wants to come out of football club, right? He's desperate to come to our football club, right? And we're so-called going for all these players that don't want to come for our football club, but we're prepared to pay all these fucking wages and all these transfer fees. Go and get me Declan Rice. Stop mucking around. Stop mucking around, Bowley. They're saying no because you're probably putting a wishy-washy offer. Put down the real money. Put down the minerals. Put down a proper bid and get this guy. Get him. It's absolutely vital. Do you understand how buzzing we will be, like as a club? All right, we go and sign Declan Rice. Do you know what that does to our football club? Do you know what it does and gives to Tuchel? Do you know what a statement that is? It's a massive position being filled for the next 10 years. It's longevity. It's not just about paying 120 million. It's about what that signing gives to our football club, what it gives to our team, how it allows us to progress and build and challenge these fucking guys that are running away with it. And we've got these tin pot clubs below us, the fucking bottle jobs, Tottenham and Arsenal and fucking West Ham's and all this shit trying to compete with us to get top four. Fucking hell, let's land the minerals. Let's go and get Declan Rice, mate. Go and get fucking Declan Rice and a De Jong. Go and get them both. That's a statement window. And if Jorginho doesn't want to sign his contract and he wants to go on a free, then don't do no contract negotiations during the season and let him fucking leave. All right? Kante again. If he doesn't want to sign a contract, let him go. You know, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Clickbaits everywhere. They're all clickbaits, man. Big up to everyone in here. Please like and subscribe to the channel. There's over 300 people. What likes am I on, people? What likes am I on, people? What likes am I on? And how am I doing for subs, people? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So you've got to understand, right, that these brown envelopes, they work in such a way to construct deals, not only for our, it's never for our benefit. When has the media ever been a benefit for Chelsea Football Club? Name me, when has it ever been a benefit for us? They're out there to mud us. We got a whole campaign against us, all right? There is a campaign against Chelsea. Everyone fucking hates Chelsea. All across Europe, we stopped the Super League. They hate Chelsea Football Club. They hate us with a passion. Right? Why is the brown envelopes going to prop Chelsea Football Club? They're not. All right? There's always a hidden agenda. Look behind the scenes. Understand what's going on behind the smoke screen. Understand what's going on. Big up ROP FIFA. Johnny, another example, Browns. A few hours ago, Leicester need to sell for financial fair play. Now they're only going to sell for a shit ton of money. Now can people trust? Exactly. Great point. Great point. Financial fair play. Look at Barcelona. Desperate to offload De Jong. Treating him like a rat. Yeah. Demanding him to raise wages. He doesn't want to do it. He's owed 70 million. Rightly so. These clubs are moving dirty. They want to push and they're using the brown envelopes to try and get what they want because they can't get it with the players themselves. Fofana, there is no way we're going to pay 70 million for Fofana. No way. No way. Not after the injuries had. Big risk. Big risk. Big risk. 271 likes. Big up, Jacob. Get me to 300 likes, people. Get me to the 300 likes, people. Come on. Here we go. So big up Ethan Clark. Leicester would demand at least 70 million for Wesley Fofana, and it could be as high as 85 million. Brendan Rodgers needs to sell players before making signs this summer. So Chelsea are going to look at this in two ways. All right. It could be, yes, we know you're desperate to sell, to basically clear the books so you can go out and make signs because you need to make signings. But at the same time, it's working for Leicester City, who want to get the most for their player, who's recently signed a contract. And it's just all about brown envelopes, mate. They're having a field day. They're having a field day. I don't believe anything, man. Here's the World v Chelsea FC, and we love it. We don't want it any other way. Up the Chelsea always. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea, as always. Yeah. We are the most hated club in the world, and that's facts. They can't stop us. And we love to be hated, people. We love to be hated because that's what makes us stronger. All right? We love the haters, just like me. I love all the haters, every single one of them. It makes you strong, mate. Makes you strong. We just won our Champions League and Club World Cup. What have all these other clubs just done? Yeah, let's have it right. Manchester City can't even buy a fucking Champions League. They've been trying for God knows how long. They've been trying to buy a Champions League. They can't buy it. They bought Haaland and they still ain't going to do Champions League. Let's have it right. What's he said? Just over 60 subs to 2K. 60 subs? Really? Come on, guys. Get me to the 2K, people. 60 subs. Let's get this booming. Let's land your minerals and get me to the 2K. 60 subs to 2K. That's an achievement, that is. Big time. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Ask me some questions as well, people. Ask me some questions. Big up CFC, Lenny. Lovely to see you here. I'm doing very well, mate. I'm doing very well. Listen, I'm just landing the minerals, as always, on all these brown envelopes, talking absolute shocking nonsense, linking us to players that relatively we don't know whether it's true or not, mate. Well, we know it's not true. What's this? PSG the same? Yeah, they do. The problem is, what players are out there, guys? What players are out there? What you put here, Wira? Spending minerals on an ex-academy player. Declan is a Europa level player who will turn into another McTominay. Don't even put him in the same conversation, McTominay. Listen, West Ham would be anywhere they are now without Declan Rice. Declan Rice is the engine of that team. He's very important to that team. All right. Very important. He's got an amazing skill set. He's got a skill set that we do not have. He's got a long ball left and right. All right. He's got a Rolls Royce pass. He's got ball recovery. He's built for the league. He's got strength. He can slot from the 6-6 or as a lone DM into centre back position. No one else in our team has got that. He even scores goals. He scored some open play, beautiful goals as well. He gets important goals. He's had European experience. He's had a shitload of Premier League games under his belt. That is nowhere near McTominay level. All right. McTominay is right beneath that guy. Right beneath. So let's have it right. Declan Rice is a very special player, and he's a player that we need. The skill sets that Declan Rice has, none of our current midfielders have that. None of them. Jorginho don't. Kovacic don't. Kante doesn't. Gallagher doesn't. Ampadu doesn't. Loftus-Cheek doesn't. Barkley doesn't. It's clear as day, mate. It's absolutely clear as day. It is shocking, mate. It is shocking. I'm surprised I even put it up, to be honest. But I had to answer him. I had to answer him. That's more like it, mate. More positive talk, like signing Declan Rice, etc. And this fan base needs to stop whining and stop blaming Tuchel all day long and struggling and suggesting transfer of crap players in. Listen, let's have it right, Steve. I landed in Minerals the other day, and I know you wanted to throw yourself out of a window, geezer, and I understand all that. But the bottom line is, these idiots that are coming at Thomas Tuchel are all just plastic fans. They don't know what they're talking about. Thomas Tuchel, what he went through and what he has done up to this point is remarkable. It's levels. And I've seen prop on Talk Sport. Who's the guy? Darren Bent, that fucking shocking striker he was, yeah? Always injured, fucking nonsense striker. Rubbish, yeah? All right, let's have it right, yeah? Coming out, if Tuchel didn't win the Champions League, he'd probably be sacked by now. But funny enough, he did win the fucking Champions League, fella. So how are you even bringing those hypotheticals into it? He's won the Champions League. Let's talk about the positives. He's won the Champions League, the Super Cup, the Club World Cup. He's got us into 6 finals. He lost against Liverpool, who didn't score one fucking goal against us and had to win on penalties, yeah? And we lost to Leicester in the FA Cup in that first season, knowing we've got a Champions League final ahead of us. Let's have it right, guys. Look at the agenda against Chelsea Football Club from these guys on the national radio and these fucking so-called pundits and ex-footballers. Listen to the agenda here about Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is elite, mate. He's fucking absolutely elite. You know, they don't want to talk about the positives. Why don't we talk about the squad that he's got, the fucking dead wood that he's got, the shocking player of strikers that he's got, like Timo Werner and fucking, what's his name, Lukaku. No one wants to bring that up, but you were propping Lukaku last year, going, oh, he doesn't get the service. You know, it's not going too well for him. But he couldn't even hold the fucking ball, bruv. He was a cement-booted rhino, bruv. He didn't have nothing in his locker, mate. He wasn't even a Thomas Tuchel signing. What can he fucking well do? Yeah, what can the gaffer do? But you wanted to pinpoint and put pressure on him, you rats, every single one of them. All these guys in the media, they all fucking got an agenda against Chelsea Football Club. And now they're trying to push it on the manager. And now these brown envelopes are trying to make out that we can't make signings, trying to mud our name and our pulling power and our reputation. Let's have it right. We're Chelsea FC. We're fucking current world champions. Thomas Tuchel is one of the best managers in the world. Where's all this shit coming from? These brown envelopes are propping all this stuff against our football club. They're making us look bad. And they're getting paid for this shit. And our own fan base are buying into it and coming at the gaffer and calling for managers, bottle job managers like Pochettino. Let's have it right. What's going on here? What's going on? Why are you buying into all this nonsense? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that this manager can be looked at in that way. It's not his fault we're not signing players. He's made it clear to Bowley what players he wants, and that's all that matters. So why are you all coming at him? Why is there idiot fans coming at Thomas Tuchel? The real fans understand that he's an elite gaffer and there's nothing. And they're talking about him the way he coaches players and all this nonsense. Absolute bollocks. What fucking players is he going to get out? What juice is he going to get out of Werner and fucking Ziyech and Pulisic for that matter at the minute? And all these players, man. He's tried everything. He can't get nothing out of them. He's had to rely on Mason Mount, landing the Minerals for 2 seasons under Tuchel, being our top G&A, you know, outperforming all these so-called brilliant attackers. It's ridiculous. Playing him out of position as well. We want Minerals Mount in the middle of the park, for fuck's sake. Go and get me Declan Rice. I need Minerals Mount in the middle of the park with Declan Rice and fucking De Jong or a Kovacic. That's what I want to see. That's elevation. That's taking us to the next level. That's introducing Tuchel ball. That is what I want. Yeah? And you go and get another quality centre-back signing like a Guardiola, a young player that wants to prove himself in the footballing world, who wants to play for the gaffer. I want players that want to play for Thomas Tuchel. I don't want all these fucking mercenary signings. I don't want all these mercenary players that we got our football club on high wages and fucking causing up strops. Get them the fuck out. They're not good enough. They're not Chelsea level. Stop propping these guys. Yeah? Stop propping these guys. And yes, I would, I would take, this is a great window here. Bowen, Rice, Skriniar, De Jong. That's a decent window, but Skriniar's very similar to Koulibaly in my thought process. And is he a left-sided player? I don't know if he's left-sided. For me, Guardiola, left-sided player is the most important thing right now before we look at another centre-back or an alternative wing-back. That's my thing. Bowen, top little player. Could work wonders in our system. Trickery, hungry, great pressing. He wants to make a name for himself. He wants to get into the World Cup. I like that. And Declan Rice goes without saying. And De Jong, can you imagine De Jong, Declan Rice, and Middles Mount in the midfield? That is the future, mate. That could be the future, guys. That is a wonderful world-class midfield there. That is world-class minerals there. Let's have it right. Ruben Neves. Yeah, I like Ruben Neves as well. He's a good little player. Premier League proven as well. Exactly. Tuchel's hands are tied, mate. What can he do? He's restricted. He can't coach players that are uncoachable, man. You can't do it. They ain't got the attributes and the skill set to play his way of football. He done well. He played the three at the back and the wing back system to get the best out of his squad as a whole, and he did that. But the cracks revealed themselves last season with the injuries and all the issues we had. And he still got us top three. He still got us to finals. He still got us in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. He still did all these things. He still won a Super Cup and Club World Cup. He still had all the Lukaku problems. You got to give slack to the gaffer. The gaffer's he's got the minerals. That's it. That's all I've got to say on the gaffer. There's not much more to say about it. There really ain't. 300 likes, get in. Let's get to 400 likes, people. And what am I saying? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, people. If you're in here and you haven't subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. I'm apparently 60 off my first 2,000. That's my landmark. 2,000 subscribers. Let's have it right. Let's have it fucking right. What are we saying here? What are we saying? All right. I'm going to put the link out, people. If you want to come on and you want to land some minerals, yeah, and you want to say what it is, I'm going to bring people on. All right. So let me get that set up. Everyone is welcome, whatever fan you are, wherever you're from. All right. You come on and you come and have your say or let off any steam. So let me just get this link out here, people. In the meantime, let's have it right. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Big up to you, Arctic. Big up, Johnny. Just subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Won't be disappointed, and you can enjoy the show. I hope you've been enjoying it, and you can enjoy it. And if you missed out any of my if you've just come across my channel, please feel free to go through the last sort of 3 or 4 videos. Go through. I've probably got about 15 streams or shows. I haven't been doing it too long. Go and have a look. Check it out. That goes for everyone in here. If you missed anything, I've landed some serious minerals throughout, and I can back myself. And I was consistent with the whole Koundé deal and all these other so-called players that we're linked with. I've been consistent all the way through. Let's have it right. Also, guys, let me know what subs I'm on. Let me know, people, all right? All right, let's get the link out. Let's go. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. If you've got the minerals, come in, and I'll let you have your say. Let's see if there's anything in a minute. What have we got from that fraud of a Romano? Listen to the guy with a clickbait. Listen to this guy. No changes yet for Cristiano Ronaldo's situation. Manchester United insist he's not for sale. Cristiano told Ten Hag in the last 24 hours that he will still... Listen to this nonsense, mate. It's all just bangers and mash nonsense, mate. Absolute nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. All right. Come on in. Land it, son.
Hey, yo, what's up? What's up, my guy? Can you hear me?
Geezer? I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Yeah. Man, I just got to say something. You know, you guys messed up not bidding for Dembele. You should have gone for that guy, man. He's been showing some real good class in the last few games. Like I was watching him yesterday in a preseason game, man. He looks fired up. That's a mistake Chelsea made. They didn't even go for him.
Listen, I don't even know if we did bid for him or not.
Yeah, I don't think they
know.
did. There was no news. There was nothing in the market. I don't think they did. Because here's the thing: this guy, he had insane salary demands. He was asking like something half of what Mbappe and Messi gets. So they just thought, oh, he's just waffling and he's chatting BS. He's not really that good. And he ended up staying in Barca with like a really low pay cut, like because no one was interested in him. Not PSG, not Chelsea, not Manchester United. No one was interested in him, and he's showing levels. I think he would have been a great addition to the attack for Chelsea.
Listen, I would have loved him. This is the thing. This is how the brown envelopes work. I don't understand how we were told by this fraud of Aeneas Grimes that all the personal terms and all that was done with Dembele. I don't know where the fuck she got that from. No one's really reported concrete stuff on Dembele. All we heard was rumours about us being linked to him. I don't know where they came from, and I think the majority of it came from the fact that Thomas Tuchel brought him through at Dortmund, and that was the only thing.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, some of the journalists in the UK, they're absolute fucking nonsense. They're absolute fucking not, dude. These guys, they've been fabricating a lot of stuff. Like there's stuff they say about like the Spanish like players that like the teams are pursuing them, but in reality, there's no such news, and they just go quiet when the deal doesn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man. That's all I had to say. Like I've been watching your streams for quite a while too, so I thought I'll just pop in and say that.
No, I appreciate that. And do you know what? I think I think there's if you're not hearing it from your side of the camp about Dembele and having any offers, maybe that's the reason he took the lower wages at Barcelona.
No one was interested in him. No one, absolutely.
So
I
don't understand this. Why though? Why?
But because he's so here's how it was.
I know
right?
he's injury prone. I know
very injury prone. So here's how it was. Dembele, we signed him on a 5-year contract, right? So imagine a player, he absolutely does not show up for 4 years. I think he's had a handful of good experiences. He had a really good game against Chelsea, I think in 2018 or 2019. I don't remember when, in Champions League. I think other than that, he has had a handful of good experiences. So in December, when Xavi came in last year, he started showing up because when like your contract is up, players always show up because it's about their fucking salary. And he started showing up. He started getting better, but his salary demands were way off. He was asking the big bucks. He was asking the minerals. But he didn't prove it that he can actually stand up on it, and no one was interested in him because he wanted to go to PSG, but PSG can only have so many, like they have 3 superstars in their starting lineup. There's no reason they would add another guy who's especially injury prone. I don't know why Chelsea didn't go for him. Maybe it was because of the whole transition thing, like when Bowley's team was taking over and they were like still adjusting to stuff. Maybe that could have been a thing. I don't know about Manchester United. They could have used him. But yeah, Dembele should have been like pursued.
Listen, he's the exact profile. He's the exact profile what Chelsea need right now. Exact profile.
Absolutely.
And it's what I don't say. Bad fucking move by Bowley. If that's the case, I mean, I don't believe we did bid for him or put in any offer on him.
Because think about it. Why would he accept such a low salary? Like everyone cannot be a Rafinha. Like that's not true. A lot of Barca fans think that like players like to join us, which probably is true. Like Barca has a pedigree to them, but everyone will not just accept a low salary. It's either option A that he actually wanted to play for Barca, or option B, no one actually bid for him, and there was no such news in the market too. And he's been playing some good football. Like if you watch the highlight from yesterday's game, he was playing phenomenal. He was playing actually good. Do you guys bid for Lewandowski? Were you in the market for Lewandowski?
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe we were in for him. I think I think that they were trying to test the waters, using the brown envelopes to test the waters with him, but he was always wanting to go Barca, and that was his only club he wanted to go to. So, end of the day, I don't
I
believe
remember
all this
that too.
nonsense.
I do
Yeah,
remember that too.
I don't believe
So,
it.
do you guys have any plans to replace Timo Werner? That guy's absolutely fucking shit. Like he sucks
Well, he doesn't want
ass.
to. He doesn't want to be at Chelsea, so I think he's gonna go.
So
He's just gonna
who's gonna
go.
play striker?
Well, you got Kai Havertz and Brohar at the minute. That's all you got.
Isn't I heard news of Broya going to West Ham.
No. I don't believe it. I don't even believe he's pushing the move. It doesn't make sense to me. He's got a clear opening to play at Chelsea. I don't understand why they would want to let go of a player like that, and why he would want to go, knowing that he's got an actual opportunity to play a lot of games at Chelsea, which is a higher level than fucking Southampton
I
and West
thought
Ham.
maybe it was like a push to get Declan Rice so that they could get him for a lower fee, because Declan Rice is like a priority for Chelsea right now.
Yeah, but West Ham are signing that Scamacca. Is it Scamacca?
Scamacca. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're signing him. So do you know what I mean? Like that's the way I'm looking at it. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So you guys are set up for Havertz as striker with who's on the wings? Mount, I guess. Mason Mount.
Well, it's the problem. If you don't get a Declan Rice, you're not going to, or maybe a De Jong, you don't play a back four. So if you're playing a wing back system, that means Minerals Mount will be in the front three again for another season. And that's not what Tuchel wants. He wants him to play in behind. He wants him behind the front three.
Man, with the whole De Jong thing, like even I genuinely don't know what's happening, because here's the thing, right? He is the whole thing of him being owed like the 17 million. Like I genuinely believe it's been kind of blown out of proportion. It's not that, let's just say that tomorrow he does not accept a salary cut. Barcelona doesn't have an option. They will have to pay for him. It'll be criminal for us to not pay him. But I guess they're just trying to like elevate some of the, how can I say, the wage structure gap for them to like fit in maybe the signings of Lewandowski and Kessie. But I genuinely don't know what's the scene. But how it looks like is he's not interested to go to Manchester United. I don't know if that's what the news sources from the Spanish side say. Like he's not.
What about Frankie De Jong? What's the situation with Frankie De Jong? Because we keep getting linked to this guy. All right.
I gotta be real. I think it's the whole brown envelopes, like trying to like generate some sort of fight for him to go to Chelsea. I don't know. I don't genuinely know about it, but he's very clear about not joining Manchester United. That's what he said. He wants to play Champions League football.
Yeah, I know. And I said this from way before. I said this before.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, right? Guys like Fabrizio Romano, if you remember with the whole Jadon Sancho thing, he stretched it for he built his entire career based off that one transfer. Where like there was not that much of substance to it. Like he was just extending it as much as he can. The same thing with Kunde. He kept refreshing the same news again and again. But unfortunately, this time he got it wrong, because like Kunde, he wanted to join Barca, and I guess I don't even know what's the official fees or something, if that's even out. But yeah, I don't appreciate what that guy does, to be honest.
No, but Fabrizio's just I've lost all respect for him. I've seen what he's done with the Kunde deal, and I think he's an absolute wrong and I think he's a full-on brown envelope. The way he kept recycling tweets, bringing up the same shit, talking about how we were waiting for a green light for 3-4 days, stalling the news so that the lever comes in. It was just all fucking premeditated, and I don't trust him for one bit.
Yeah, that could have been possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I'll leave you on. I'm gonna bring on a few more people. Everyone
absolutely.
can have a little. Everyone can have a little say. Yeah. Big up Steve. ROP FIFA. We'll bring on Fred as well.
How you doing, mate? You okay?
For now, we'll go with this for now. I'm all right, Steve. How are you, geez? Before you start, I'm just going to bring out Nico. Thank you very much for your Super Meals donation. Wesley Fofana, opinion, Johnny. I think he's a good player. He's had a bad injury. He's on a long contract at the minute, and I don't think Leicester will sell him. But I'm saying no to the player because I think he's a good player. But I don't know who the fuck we want. and what the gaffer really wants. I don't know what targets what. I don't trust anything anymore what I hear. And until the player is holding up the shirt, I believe it's a Thomas Tuchel signing. That's the way my mentality is right now, and that's the way it's going to be going forward. But big up, Steve.
Yeah, Johnny, you've seen me getting quite frustrated, and I hear you out, mate. It's some of the stuff on these channels. Obviously, you know I support your channel because this is the most honest one, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. And I don't like the way that the fans are turned against Tuchel today and yesterday. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, and all these players are being suggested that we should sign. It's a sign of desperation, and how the fans can turn against Tuchel just like that, as we know what we've done over the last 18 months, 2 years. It's just ridiculous. It really is, you know.
It's
and,
because they're used to the Roman way.
Bullshit, Johnny, though. Most of the stuff coming out is bullshit, but they're sucking it up and believing it. And then they're coming across on these channels and they're starting to spill all their stuff and their opinions, and it's just not right, mate.
I agree, mate. And listen, I don't really believe anything, as you know. Like, my reputation is very much built on me against the brown envelopes and against the media and against the way that they propaganda and prop and build a narrative, especially when it comes to Chelsea Football Club, but not just Chelsea, but in football generally, right? That's me to a T. And when I hear nonsense that they put out, and why I get pissed off is because the way that the brown envelopes have put out, linking us to all these players, getting the fan base excited, all right, extremely excited for that matter, telling us that it's almost a here he goes, right? That it's almost done deal and all this shit, all right, for us only to then not get the player. It's like the fan base loses it. And then they hear the
over the last few days, isn't it? From
Can I just add to that, Johnny? We've been linked to Skriniar, De Ligt, Upamecano, how do you pronounce his name? Guardio, Leao, I don't know about AC Milan youngster. All these young players who are like bright, they get us excited, right? So they're good players we could buy. We haven't bid for any of them. Not one bid's gone through, and it's these tier one sources people get all hyped up for. I don't know why we still believe them. But I'd say this will be in a sort of 10 players we've been linked to, and the stories have gone dead within days. They're brown envelopes, getting us excited, using us for clickbait, getting views up, all this shit. And we don't use them. We don't get any money. We don't bid for them. And the stories go dead when they say Tuchel's got no pool because they don't want to come. It's bullshit. We don't bid for them because we don't want them. It's using us for likes and clicks, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah. That's why these plastic fans can't see through it, and they're turning against Tuchel. And people say Tuchel can't develop players because of Werner and Ziyech. But look, remember Rudiger? Remember how shit he was before Tuchel came along? This guy was scoring like own goals against Brentford. You know, this kind of shit. And then Christensen was like some nobody. I mean, he turns them to keep players who Real Madrid and Barcelona both want to sign as their star centre-backs. He can't develop players. There's a limit. And Werner and Ziyech don't even want to put the effort in. And apparently we now want to sell Ziyech for like 8 million. We just want to get rid of him.
Ridiculous. Well, it's the thing, and I agree with everything there, Geezer. Big up to you, RP FIFA. Now, the thing is, the way I look at it is getting rid of a Werner and a Ziyech, however you do it, it doesn't matter to me now. I've gone past that of trying to get good money for players. I think what's important is that the gaffer has players in the squad that want to play for him. They're not going to cause distress, and he can build upon that and build for the future, because we need more than one window to do a rebuild. My thing is letting Hakim Ziyech go for 8 million. Fuck it, so be it. Let him go. He's not good enough for us anyway. He's not our level. But the way that the brown envelopes are painting us as a football club, making out like we've got no pull, linking us to every player, when they're in reality constructing deals for all these other clubs. I don't believe for 1 second we actually put a fucking bid in for Koundé. I genuinely do not believe that. No one puts in a bid of a so-called 55 million bid sterling, that is, they said. Sterling. So you're looking at 65 million euros plus 10 million sterling add-ons. That takes you up to almost 75 million, right? Roughly 75
Johnny, it can't be right, because Bordeaux Bordeaux
They
would
need
be getting
20%.
millions less in the
Exactly.
deal, and they won't
Exactly.
be having it. And would Sevilla really take what 5-10 million less per time they paid Bordeaux? Of course
And
you
a
wouldn't. It's
survival.
not like peanuts, is it? It's millions of
that makes no
euros.
sense.
It don't make sense.
It'd be the biggest
and that's
transfer
what
in
I'm
the history
saying.
as well.
I think we've been used. I think we've been used by Fabrizio, yeah, who's the kingpin, yeah. Let's have it right. I think we've been used, and by our own journalists who've been fed by sources that have been bought by Sevilla and Mongi, yeah, to prop out this shit that we put in this bid. We're waiting for paperwork. We're waiting for a green light. We've booked the medical. When do you ever hear that in a transfer and it doesn't go through?
Well, what
You
other
know-
business, what any business you'd ever get involved in would take millions of euros less to do the same deal? It's not right, and that's why this whole fan base. Well, me,
And
I've
sell to
gone.
their the main competitor, because now they are selling to Barcelona, who they compete directly against.
Exactly. And
It
I
makes
did
no
a
sense.
I did a couple of hours reading of the Barker Finances and who actually owns the clubs and the leagues and the media, and there's hours of reading, and it's all they got control of La Liga. Not control of La Liga, but there's media companies behind this. And when you're talking media companies, you're talking control by certain media companies, which is why all this crap's come out. It's interesting reading. You should take a read of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I will do. And listen, the way that Barcelona are moving as a club, they're relying on the Super League coming back in. That's clear as day. And they're putting all their eggs in one basket, spending the way they are. But where I've got my bee in a bonnet is how are the brown envelopes propping? Like, has Fabrizio even come out and said what the actual fee is? Has he even tweeted that? Because he tweeted with us.
No, he hasn't.
countless
He
times.
hasn't. He hasn't.
Right. There's a
no
reason for
official
that,
tweets.
people. There's a reason for that, people, and that's my point. That don't add up. What's he going to tweet? They bid 38 million. 38 million was accepted with 5 million add-ons. Is he going to fucking really tweet that when he's told us that Chelsea have bid 55 plus 10 million add-ons? Come on.
But are they not asking the question? As journalists, are they not asking the questions that we are right now? Why are they taking so many millions less for the same deal?
They get paid to say it.
When have you seen a fab, here we go, such information? We just heard a fab, here we go, no fee, no nothing, just a here we go. That never happens. When it's a here we go, he gives us the date, when the medical is, when the fee is, what's happening, the structure. With Barca, it's just been bullshit. It's been a here we go, nothing else, because there's nothing else. He says anything more, he's going to look corrupt as fuck, because he just said that we bid 55 million and it was the papers. Mm-hmm. The papers, is it like a 1954 shit
like
that's saying these fucking papers? Fuck me. Took like 5 days and they never arrived. It's ridiculous. They're hiding it.
What, did they have fucking pigeons flying it or what? What was
Exactly.
going on? Do you know what I mean? Let's have it right.
Really,
Something's not right.
Really
Something's not right.
Yeah.
But big up. What do you want to say, Fred?
Yeah,
big up Lewis in here as well.
Big up Johnny. Love what you guys do. Appreciate everything for having me here. Just about the Koundé deal. The other thing that makes no sense for me is that Koundé, if he end up, accepting Barcelona bid and play for Barcelona, he has to realize that he's gonna have a lot harder time to make it to the first team. I mean, he's gonna have Araujo playing.
Man, he's gonna be the first starter. He's gonna be a starter with Araujo. He's gonna be a starter. That's what like the entire purpose of getting him. He's going to be a starter. He's absolutely going to be a starter.
So Araujo is gonna be on the bench?
No, him. I think Christensen, if they play a back three, then Christensen, Araujo, and Koundé would be the starters. But if they play a back four, then Christensen would be swapped out like once in a while. I don't know. I don't think he'll be the
Garcia. Isn't it Garcia gonna play first team?
No, Garcia sucks balls, man. He ain't got the minerals for the
Xavi is also sold.
Chelsea he would be first team.
Koundé can hold bench.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel like, and not only that, making less. That's another thing that for me it made no sense. He's gonna make less money. He's gonna play for a team full of superstars, and to be honest, the whole thing with Sevilla makes no sense. Why Sevilla would choose to sell to Barcelona instead of Chelsea for less money, and I mean they're gonna
Because
strengthen their
we didn't put a
competition.
bid in, Geese. It's as simple
Yeah,
as that.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That definitely is something. It's not right in this whole story. So it's a lot of smoking screens here. I just feel like it's not really. They're not telling us the truth.
Am I being
Johnny.
naive here, or is there someone in the Chelsea setup that are seeing what's going on in the media that can actually get the real information to the fans, or am I just being a mug? Well, what's going on? Why is all this stuff going on day after day? And obviously, it's important what the fans' feelings are. Like you said, Johnny, earlier on, a lot of fans are really quite depressed at the moment.
But do they care
Why
about the
wouldn't you
fans'
be?
opinion?
I mean, is there
Yeah, that's
somebody? Go ahead, sorry.
But do they care about the fans' opinion? That's the thing. Because if they don't, then they're not really going to go to that
That's a
strength.
good question, but they should.
Well, right now, Lewis, they don't really give a toss, do they? The way that it's
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
it's clear and obvious. Like I
Yeah.
agree with you, but like there should be that connection, but there isn't, and that disconnect's continued to happen between clubs and fans for years now. I'm not surprised by it anymore.
Don't you
The
guys
thing
remember
is,
when-
Lewis, though, under Roman, we would never get a summer like this, bruv. Really, let's have it right. Whenever we ever
Roman
like,
would have signed Ronaldo. Just
well,
outright.
probably, yeah. But I mean, when have we ever like had paperwork sent and all this bids gone in, and we've heard about all
No,
this?
but
If we're not
with
getting the
Koundé,
deal
it was
done? Never.
apparently it was a verbal agreement, but it wasn't like officially sent in writing. That, and I heard from another Spanish source as well that what was it? We offered 55 million euros, but they wanted 10 million more. So I don't know what happened with that whole saga. It's just all
But
long. I'm glad it's done.
you do realise that this about is here we go is bollocks, right? Because what I read is the third lever is the 30th of July.
How many fucking levers do they have?
Read
So
it.
many.
Read it. I tell you what,
Well,
after the
they've got a
last 2
third
days,
one,
I read for a couple of hours into the media companies, the porter and the members and the this, and it was a fans club. It's very complicated, but you know what? The money's coming on the 30th, right? Read it. You don't have to believe me. Do your reading, right? Because it's really important that you understand what's going on. And there's no money around. They've got to still come up with money to sign and register even Christensen and Lewandowski because they're not fucking legit yet. They've
And
got to get
Koundé.
the money to sign them.
Isn't
what about
that
Lukaku?
why
Yeah.
De Jong's going to leave though? Well, they
they
want him to
need the
leave.
money for De Jong. De Jong's
Yeah.
the bait. He's the money
Right.
to make all these deals happen. And what they've
Exactly.
done to him is
that's why they want him out.
just. I mean, how can you treat a guy like that? And do you know what? Big up De Jong. Let him stay there. Let him ask for his money and don't fucking leave. Let's have it.
He's
Yeah.
screwed Barcelona
Let him.
for
Let's support the guy, right? Because
I want him at
he's
Chelsea,
got
you know
a
that.
contract.
Yeah, no, I want him at Chelsea immediately.
Yeah, me
Steve,
too.
I want him at Chelsea. I'll tell you why. The way he's like backing himself to a club
100%.
that is absolutely disgraceful. And the fact that we've heard these rumours that he's open to Chelsea and only Chelsea, because I think Bowley has expressed his interest. That's when he went Barcelona. He said, what? And Tuchel loves De Jong. We do know that, don't we, guys?
Right,
We know
anyone
that.
with football knowledge loves De Jong. He'd walk
Oh,
in
yeah.
and be our
Yeah,
best midfielder like
he's
that.
a lovely player. He's a
quality,
lovely
he's
player.
quality.
Yeah, but if
And
he
I'll tell you
goes,
what-
John, he needs to go on his terms, not their terms.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't
And-
want to
and
be
Bowley-
pushed out the door and they're not going to pay him 17 mil.
Yeah,
Even if they pushed him out the door, wouldn't they still need to pay him the money that
Yeah,
he's
they'll
owed?
eventually have to pay.
Yeah.
Well, they'll
Yeah.
negotiate, won't they? They'll have their lawyers talking where they'll come to an agreement, you know. I mean, the Man United thing, they were pushing the price up so they could kind of offset that 17 million.
Hmm.
I mean, of course,
I
we'd have him,
think I don't know whether I believe the De Jong stuff for real, because we do know that Barcelona are desperate to offload him to help them balance the books and register the players that they need to register. These so-called fucking signings that they've all made, they can't even register them. And my thing is, if it's a case of Chelsea have to go in there on our terms and say, we'll pay this, you want Azpilicueta, you want Alonso, that goes part of the deal, and you've got to pay out of your fucking lever.
Yeah.
You paid De Jong his 17 million, and we'll take De Jong. And De Jong will come to Chelsea because we've got the Champions League, We got Tuchel ball. We got the right foundation for him, and he'll ball out at Chelsea. And we need a player like him, but we also need a DM as well. Now, maybe the thought process is if you don't get a Declan Rice this year, you do a stopgap. You get the Frankie De Jong. He's either your Jorginho Kante replacement or your Jorginho replacement who might leave, and then you get in a Declan Rice who'd be your Kante replacement, and you rotate in the middle. And that's the way I look at it in Tuchel's thought process. If De Jong is actually, a genuine target of Chelsea, we know there's interest, but is it genuine? Is it real, or is it just all hearsay? That's my problem.
Well, I know one thing's for sure because I've read it in black and white. Right, that they haven't got the money to register some of the players they've got in, and all this here we goes is a joke because they haven't got the money, and it's the 30th of July that this third lever, all right, and let's see what happens, right, and let's see what happens over the next few days. We'll see if I'm right or not.
3rd of July or August? 3rd of August.
30th of July.
And they still have to.
July.
And they still want to sign Aspi and Alonso.
Oh yeah, I thought we were in bloody. I've lost track of the months, mate.
What is it today? The 27th, isn't it?
Yeah,
27th.
Yeah. So you're talking. I'll tell you exactly.
Another 3 days.
On Sunday, so Monday, the 1st of August, is like where all the shit's gonna hit the fan, is it? That's where it's all going to kick off.
They can all do the business before the day and start talking what they're going to do, but they're not actually. There's no money going anywhere. All this here we go, but there's no money going to an account. It's all like verbal. The money will come when they get the money, and the players will be signed and registered when they get the money, but they haven't got the money at the moment.
Johnny, can I ask a question in regards to the whole Koundé deal? If Chelsea never really submitted the bid, okay, what the hell were we doing during this entire time looking for other targets? I mean, did we ever did anything for other targets, or just because I felt like the only reason that Chelsea was interested in Koundé was because it was the main target, but they gave up on the Ake deal, they gave up on the Kimpembe deal, apparently because they didn't want to leave their clubs. So what have we done during this time with this whole Koundé saga that it just ended up being another lie and rumor? I mean, they didn't have anything.
There's a lot of things to this story. Now, the first thing is that Koundé needed surgery, so even if you wanted to sign him earlier on when the window opened, you couldn't have done because he had the surgery. No one knew whether he was going to be all right and blah blah blah. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is,
I swear it was a minor injury.
Well, he still needed surgery, Lewis.
Fair enough.
The monkey guy from Sevilla. The reason we didn't sign him last year was only one reason only, is because Marina didn't pay the buyout clause. She wanted to get him under the buyout clause. Otherwise, we would have signed him, and maybe she should have done. But this is where it gets ridiculous, in the sense that Matt Law, the team sheet merchant, and all these other fucking wannabes put out that it was always a Marina target, not a Tuchel target. So that went completely quiet on Koundé. No one heard about Koundé, which is a great propaganda, which brings you to where you are now, in the sense that Koundé chooses Barcelona over Chelsea because Chelsea didn't have him as first choice. That's one aspect of it, all right? When in reality, we were never fucking in for him. In reality, we never actually put a bid down for him, but all they used was the bait that we were interested in from before, and we were very close. Monkey knew this. Monkey knows that Barcelona don't have any money, knows that Barcelona and Xavi wants Koundé, but there's no other competition. So he brought, I believe, because I know how corrupt this world is, he's paid sources to pay brown envelopes, these journos, to change the story, sources they trust, to believe that Chelsea are going in for Koundé, all right, in a short space of time that came out, because it came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, we're close to signing him, and then bang, Barcelona come in with their second lever, but before the second lever comes in, Fabrizio's been stalling this deal, 100%. With recycled tweets. And this is what makes me think that they've created this whole narrative about Koundé with Chelsea, and then in reality, Koundé chooses Barcelona because they want him more than Chelsea want Koundé, which is bullshit. And I don't think that Thomas Tuchel really wanted Koundé. And I think the real targets were, well, I don't know who they are. Koulibaly's one of them. I think Ake's generally one of them. And he didn't want to pay 50 million for Ake because that eats into the budget to maybe because they want to get a Declan Rice or they do want to get Frankie de Jong. But I think Bowley went to Barcelona about Frankie de Jong. I don't think he's gone there for Azpilicueta and Alonso. I think he's gone there for that.
I just feel that is strange because in all these, despite the rumors that we've heard, why didn't TT or anyone at Chelsea board said anything relating to the rumors? Because when you watch other clubs like Bayern Munich, the whole Cristiano Ronaldo link, they immediately came out on public and said there's no interest. Whatever you'll be hearing on the news, it's not true.
Tuchel did do that. Tuchel said like he's not our player. We're not commenting on him. So he was like respectful. Like we weren't even interested in him. He came out in an interview and said, Koundé, we're not talking about him. He literally refused to talk about Koundé.
Yeah, he just followed the normal regime where I think he knew we weren't in for Koundé. I think it's all bullshit. But what's he going to say?
We have to bear in mind that today so many players have just come out of a blue with quite heavy details. So for all we know, over the past few days, we haven't been in for Koundé. We've been looking at other targets like Fofana or Dumfries. That's a good picture. And all the other players. So I don't know, but we could have been doing lots of stuff behind the scenes. Remember, at the beginning of the transfer window, everyone was panicking, and then suddenly we fired Marino. We didn't fire Czech, but Czech left, so we had a complete restructure. We could just be we could have a complete new discussion about centre backs because we lost all our main ones. So that could be what happened in those few days.
But there's a question. The elephant in the room is, if they really wanted Koundé, why didn't they just get him a month ago? Why is it left to this? Why is it left so long?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Doesn't make sense, does it, Johnny?
I don't think we wanted him.
I don't think we wanted him.
Well, that's what Johnny's saying.
No, we defo did want him. It was Marina's first target.
Yeah,
I just think it cooled as soon as Marina left.
Yeah, but you got to understand this. Why not go for him straight away if it was a Tuchel signing as well?
We did.
It wasn't a Tuchel
No, if it was
player.
a Marina target.
Yeah,
it was Marina's number one target. It wasn't Tuchel's number one target.
But that's what
he had
brand,
focus on Ake and Delict.
Yeah, but that's what the brown envelope said. That's why you say that.
Then, no, but here's the thing.
Like, if they didn't say that, you wouldn't have known that.
But then we're ignoring any rumor that we hear. Like literally earlier, you were talking earlier about Ziyech being on transfer for 8.5 million. It's the same thing we've heard from the media as well. So what are we going to ignore and what are we going to take as the truth?
We don't. I'll tell you what we take as truth. We take as truth Ziyech is officially announced as an AC Milan player. We take it as truth that De Jong holds up the Chelsea shirt. That is my truth. Because right now, everything that they've put out has been fucking false.
But then anything before that, we just can't discuss because it might not be true or not.
No, you can discuss it. We're discussing now, but I don't trust it.
Because from what I saw was, like, when before Marina left and everything, wasn't Koundé in London allegedly for talks as well? Yep. The same thing with Dembele. Yeah. And then Marina left, and then suddenly we went quiet on both fronts.
Yeah, but
we started pursuing Sterling, we started pursuing Delict, Ake, and Koulibaly.
Yeah,
this Barcelona fan, Sane is here, yeah? Sane is here, and no one's offered anything for Dembele. That's why he went and accepted the wages at Barcelona, because if he got offered higher wages from Chelsea, he would have taken them. And that's why
absolutely 100% he should have. He should have.
Then the issue would have been wages. Not a lack of interest.
So Dembele was never. He's at the lower salary that he was on before in Barcelona. He got a 40% reduction from Barcelona because no one else was interested in him. No one offered him a salary high enough. So he just.
Don't you think a question would be had with the player first? Would you be interested in joining Chelsea? If he said no way, why would you offer him a contract or any money?
Why would these journalists come out and say we're talking to Dembele and we've fucking got a deal done with him?
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, but there's no. I mean,
and then we look like idiots. We look like mugs.
Yes.
But this is my point about the brown envelopes. They're putting out full
Chelsea
shit
in
all
the
the
first
time.
place.
They're putting full shit out all the time, mate. They're taking a piss.
Well,
they're
now
absolutely
that
taking a piss.
PT wants another center back. So
He wants two.
He wants two, but I don't think we're gonna get two. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna happen. So, do we have any idea? Because we're being linked with Fofana now, Dumfries the other day.
Yeah, Denzel Dumfries. You guys have been linked with him a lot.
Yeah.
Fofana's
Which
just
only makes no
signed
sense,
a deal
but-
a couple of months ago, right? Leicester in trouble financially.
Yeah.
Fofana signed a new deal. They're going to want about 70 mil for him to get him gone. I mean, I'd take him to Chelsea all day long. But no one's going to pay 70 mil for him, are
Yeah,
they?
it's
Same, and 70 million is only the base price. I'm hearing up to 85.
Leicester's not going to sell for less than 80. No way.
And he's
way
happy
too
there,
much.
which is why he signed
Way
another
too much.
extension.
And
to his
Leicester always
contract a few
demand
months
most
ago.
of it up front too. The whole Maguire
And
fee was paid up front by United. It weren't in installments.
We also have to bear in mind Leicester's very good at getting money. Like Maguire,
Leicester
I know
tough to
Chilwell's good,
negotiate,
but like
sure.
we played 50 million for Chilwell. It's kind of worked, but at the time that was quite a lot. And we're gonna probably have to pay a lot for Fofana because they're a really rough club to try and get money.
No, yeah,
You know what I
Leicester's
mean?
not.
Yeah,
worst.
it's
I
tough
think what
business for
Johnny
them.
said earlier on is people have got to calm down, especially on this fan base, and say, right, who's out there, and stop mentioning all these fucking players. It's driving
I
me
know
nuts.
we've been linked to too many
Zaha
players.
and Depay. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, really? Do you know what I mean?
Zaha's
And you know
class. I can't lie. I'd take him.
Who?
Zaha
Zaha.
walks
No,
into our team.
I
Really?
think he.
No,
No way,
Team.
bro.
no way, no way.
He's not in his
Lewis,
prime
are you
anymore.
gonna have a player that shagged David Moyes' daughter when he was at United? You gonna have that sort of like geezer there?
I don't care
want
who
him
he
in my team.
shagged.
Lewis doesn't care. He's
Why do
only
I
done
care?
If he shags
I care
Tuchel's
about how you
fucking
perform on a
misses,
football
I'll
pitch.
care.
He'd be our second best
Of course I
forward.
will.
Johnny,
If he
I
fucking
know I
won't.
mentioned
He's
the
not.
comment,
He's not Chelsea
fucking
level,
class.
mate.
I swear
He's not
Tuchel had a
Chelsea
divorce. And
Lewis,
even then, who
if
cares?
Zaha was that
All
good,
footballers
he would
are
have been
cheats
playing
anyway.
for a top 6 club by now. Zaha is just not that good.
Well, no, because
He's
he
not
was
good
on a
enough.
no. He was in a 6-year He was on a 6-year contract at Crystal Palace, and they were demanding 80 mil for him because of his importance. Just
I mean,
simple as that.
that's
He would
on
have
him,
left
but-
years ago if he could.
Lewis, would you really take Zaha now and be happy about him on the
Yeah.
front row?
Yes, I would. Over the attack,
Right,
we have the worst attack I have ever seen.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
take
Lewis,
Wilfried
Lewis,
Zaha over all
I think
of
we're at
them,
the point now.
except
I think we're
Sterling.
at the
All except Sterling, I would take him.
Now, I think we're at a point now where we need to stop with the short-term thinking. Signings like Ronaldo or Zaha are not good for us right now because in like 2-3 years, they are just going to be dead wood. We should be looking at players that would last us 5 years and more. We should not be thinking of players like Zaha.
Why do you think Zaha wouldn't last 5 years? We
Because
have this weird
he
mentality
be
that as soon as
34.
players hit 30, they're washed. Zaha has 14 league goals
let's
at
have it right, bruv.
a Crystal
I think
Palace
he's past
side
his
that's
prime.
way below our side.
Lewis, let's have it right, yeah. You wanted fucking Lukaku and you wanted Zaha. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take it with a pinch
Oh,
of salt, man.
let's
I
not
would-
do,
I would-
let's not do this just
No,
because
I'm just saying, yeah. I would never touch Zaha with a barge pole, mate. He ain't
If
Chelsea
Zaha
level.
was about 30-40 million, we should be all over him and he'd be our second
Nah,
best forward.
No.
I'm telling
They'll
you
want
that.
Gallagher or they'll want someone like that, and I'm not doing that.
No,
Fuck
give
it.
him
but-
Batshuayi or Werner or something. Or
That's
both.
why
I
he
don't
went there
care.
on loan and they still didn't want him.
No, they did want him. Marina just priced them out like she priced everyone out who wanted
What, she
Batshuayi.
done it at Borussia Dortmund as well, and
Yeah,
done
and she did it at Palace. I'm telling you, Zaha comes in, he's our second best
I
forward.
want
people
Bowen.
need to deep
I
how
want
bad our
Bowen.
attackers are.
I'd have Gerard Bowen.
Yeah, I'd
over
have
Zaha.
Bowen as well.
Hey, Bowen, I'd
I'd
take
him.
two.
I'd take
Bowen-
Bowen and Rice.
Bowen,
Let's have
they're not
it.
gonna let
Bowen
him
and
go.
Rice. 150 mil.
Maybe
Let's
not.
You know
take
what they'll
them.
want though, Steve?
They won't let him.
They'll if we did that deal, they would want Gallagher and they'll want Broha.
Yeah, for sure.
See,
And plus,
both
and
of them.
cash. Plus cash.
I mean, we'd pay 150 for the pair of them, wouldn't you? Are we
No,
supposed to?
West Ham would demand 150
No,
just
there
for
would
Rice,
have to
which
be
is
more
why
than
I'm
that.
just saying we're
That's
not
too
getting
much.
No,
Rice this
Lewis,
season.
they're not going to get 150 for Rice. That's
But
bollocks.
that's
They're going to have to
no,
let him
but
go
they're
next
putting
year
him,
for
but they're
fucking
putting him
70
up at
million.
that, but they're putting him up at that price so no one can afford him because they
Exactly.
do not want to sell.
Yeah.
He's going to
It's
end
an
up at
unrealistic
Chelsea,
price
though,
tag.
isn't he? He's
He's
going to
what?
end up at Chelsea next year.
Well,
Yeah,
they'd
I think-
rather
I think
wait
Rice
until
is
next year
patient.
until
One
his
of the biggest
contract runs
problems
out.
that
They're
Chelsea
not going
has-
to sell him at whatever price. That's why the price tag is so high.
It's ridiculous, though. They
Yeah.
they shouldn't.
No, he's West Ham's best player, and he's there on
Yeah,
he's
he's
on a
not.
3 to
But
4 year
they're
contract.
gonna
It's
they're
completely,
gonna
take the
it's
100
shift
completely
million and
reasonable from
reinvest
their
it.
point of view.
The problem that
No,
Chelsea
but
has, the main
Rice
one,
is
is a lack of scouting. Our scouting is a joke.
our scouting
The
is shit.
scouting is.
Oh
I
my
mean, like you
god.
look at Liverpool, how they
Do you
found
know what,
Diaz.
Fred? Right now, where people are misunderstanding is that we're not relying on our scouts. Right now, we're relying on Thomas Tuchel and
He has a
Todd
lot on his
Bowley
plate.
and the board directly
Exactly.
hand picking players, and they ain't got time to scout players or assess players. They ain't got time for the new model of the analytics and data regime coming in. But fuck me, like I'm not going in the market for a Zaha and all these fucking dead players because we need signings. I want good quality signings. If you're gonna
Zaha's better than 5 of our
There are good.
attackers.
listen, whether we like it or not,
quality
yeah,
signings.
whether we like it or not, if you went into this transfer window and you bought a Bowen and you bought a De Jong, I'm more than fucking happy. More than happy. If I can get a Declan Rice alone, just a Declan Rice and a Bowen or something like that, I'm buzzing, mate. But right
Sterling,
now, it's not realistic.
Zaha, Havertz,
You know what,
front three,
Johnny?
we're
It's not
cooking.
realistic getting 3-4 signings of all these levels. It's just not realistic.
In fact, get me Ronaldo too.
Yeah. Well, you know
he
what,
ain't
Johnny?
coming.
I feel like right now
I know, I can dream.
there are very underrated good signings, and I feel like we're missing out. I just made a comment on while I was talking on your channel. Paquetá is a good signing to have for Chelsea.
Paqueta. Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
I
He
like
can
him.
play. He can play on as a cam and as a left or right winger. Okay, we're not exploring this guy. Arsenal is exploring this guy because Arsenal's sporting director Edu is Brazilian. He watched the Brazilian national team. I'm from Brazil originally, so I can tell you this guy when he plays for Brazil, he's probably one of the best players on the team for sure. And we're not looking at the guy like this. We're not looking at the possible potential to sign center backs that are still young from La Liga for mid-table teams like Real Sociedad, Atletico Bilbao. There are good players on those teams, and we're not looking into. We're just
How much is
looking
he? How much is this Paqueta guy?
Paqueta, I think we can get him for less than 50 million sterling pounds.
Is that Arsenal's target though, isn't
No,
it?
Arsenal is trying to get him.
Well, we can take him away from them, surely.
Oh my God!
Is
I will
he
take him
that good then?
like that for sure. He will be. He will add so much value to our team. It's not even a joke, because this guy he's versatile, he's very quick, and he's only 24 years old. Okay, so this is a guy that we play for the future. And if we look at history, every Chelsea legend that we have lately, they were all underrated players. These guys were not world-class players. Like, look at Drogba. Before he came to Chelsea, he was playing for Marseille. Peter Cech, he was playing in the French league in the mid-table. These guys all became legends in the club because they were developed in the club. You know, like when we try to bring like Balak and Shevchenko, and it didn't work out.
Right.
So when we bring players that are for the long haul, for future project, I think that's the key to make a good signing, because Chelsea is gonna look at Eden Hazard. You know, Hazard, when he came, almost no one knew about this guy, and look who he turned out to be. So I think that we're looking for world-class players. We're looking at players that really have a lot of visibility here on Premier League. But there are so much opportunity out there. In South America, there is a player that we played against in a World Cup final that it was the best player from Palmeiras on that game. His name is Danilo. That kid is 21 years old. He's a DM, and that kid is a fantastic defensive player.
I know who this kid is.
That kid will be such a great signing for Chelsea. I don't think he will be like a first team player right away, but developing this guy to become the next Fabinho, I can see that happening. So I think that we're missing out because we don't have a sporting director, we don't have a good scouting. And I think that the one thing that I have to say about Todd Bowley and the Clear Lake Consortium that I felt that they were not prepared enough is because when you're buying a club, you have to get a project in place before the actual takeover. the first thing that Todd Bowley should have brought was a sporting director, because he has no idea how to run a football club. He knows how to run a baseball club for sure. He's been doing that for years. But a football club, it doesn't work the way that American clubs work on baseball, that you can trade with a team and almost there's no fees involved. The football world is so much different, man. And I think that right now we had no plan, and we're kind of like, Marina left, Peter Cech left, so we're kind of trying to do everything. And guess what? Tuchel is missing out on the chance of training our players, and he's worrying about the scrap, because now he has to take over the job, although it's an interim job for sporting director, because now he has to pick and choose the players that he wants, and he doesn't have the time to train the players that we should have trained. Look at our preseason. Our preseason was a complete joke. We wasted all this time on preseason doing marketing, going to theme parks, going to casinos, and we didn't do anything on preseason. So it's frustrating because there was no plan. And maybe this is what some players are not very interested in signing with Chelsea, because they don't see a project. And I think that we should have a project.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Like, you're spitting a lot of facts that you're landing minerals there, Geese. And what I will say there is Paqueta Tuchel? Would you say he's a Tuchel profile player?
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows much about him, because there's no scouting. But if we had scoutings that would watch League On and watch Brazilian national team and see how this guy plays, I mean, Arsenal, the only reason Arsenal is so intriguing about this guy is because Edu knows about this player, because he has some affiliation with the Brazilian national team. He used to be their director.
I agree. I think we are really struggling right now, because our whole structure that was there with Roman has been ripped apart at the minute, right? He's been taken apart. He's got rid of Marino. He's got rid of Cech. He's got rid of Bruce Buck. He's got rid of all that. He's probably getting rid of all the scouts, but he's got no one fucking replacing them. And in the most important part of our window, where we need someone now who can get us deals over the line, someone who knows about players, someone who can work with Tuchel. And we've lost all that. So now Tuchel's having to go directly to Bowley, and you're putting on Tuchel when the gaffer, let's have it right, he's had to do everything through that last season. Everything. He has to deal with so much shit.
We were linked. We were linked with Mateus Lima. Mateus Lima he's a left. He actually plays as a left or right back at the Sporting Lisbon. Okay, this guy he can play either side. Okay, and we were linked with him. I believe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was very briefly, as the fee was 15 million euros. Okay, to have this guy. This kid is 24 years old. He can play both sides, okay? And he did very well. I think he was the second best assisted player on the Sporting team last season, and as a fullback. So this guy, no one is noticing. But guess what? Teams like Man City, teams like Liverpool, they're going to start noticing this guy very soon. And I think we are missing out so many chances that it's unbelievable. I think that
play for
Sporting Lisbon for Portugal, for the Portuguese league. This guy is Matias Lima. You guys can watch. He is a fantastic.
Fred, how do you know about this guy?
I watch. He's Brazilian. I watch him
you
playing.
Seem very informed, geezer. So enough respect. So
he's good. He's a talented. Just so you know, like Diaz, Diaz before he joined Liverpool, I've watched Diaz for at least 2 seasons, I believe, and I've always liked this guy. I thought Diaz had good potential to be on the Premier League. Guess what? Scouts in Liverpool were watching this guy a long time, and they made him sign. And when they felt that they were going to lose, because if you guys remember, they signed him in January, they were planning to sign him this summer. And when there were other teams that were looking into him, like there were 2 clubs in France that were looking into Diaz, that's when they activated and they bought the guy for 38 million. So it's ridiculous, because there are so many potential players out there. And in history of Chelsea, the players that have worked the best for us were players that were underrated, that no one knew. They were under the radar. They were players that had potential, and they made such a big difference in our club. And we're now looking at Lukaku, and we're looking at all these top names, and they have never done anything for us. So it feels like we're doing things backwards. I just feel
and this is
so
the thing.
frustrated
He's
about
also
this.
going out. He's arranging meals with fucking all the other Premier League clubs, like they're going to help us do anything. He's going out meeting what's his name, Corden, and all this shit. This whole celebrity lifestyle. He was there at the pre-season in America when he should be fucking going out there or getting people to do their job and get deals over the line for the gaffer, because the gaffer don't want him.
To be
there.
fair, it was
He
just
wants him doing
networking.
Yeah,
but
that was the reason.
networking, we ain't got time for networking.
Yeah, but
We
like
ain't got
this is
time
the
for it.
position that we're in. Like he's a new owner. He needs to meet all the other owners from other clubs, and he needs to network and get to know them and make contacts. Like that's just standard procedure.
You do that during the season. Don't do it before the season, man.
How do you expect to negotiate with people that you've never spoken to before?
He shouldn't be negotiating. He should have someone else negotiating for him. He's the fucking owner. Did Roman go and negotiate with clubs? Never.
No, like here's the thing. We've just been put in a rough situation because of the timing of the sanctions and the timing of the owner coming in. There's nothing the owner or the club or any of us can do about it. It puts us a step back, as we've seen in transfer negotiations, because we've had to start everything late because of Marina going out and everyone going out. But that's not anybody's fault, really. It's just the situation we're in. We can't blame Bowley for that. We can't blame anybody for that, really. It's just where we're at.
I think Louis, the one thing, it's not about blaming Bowley. I just feel that he was unprepared for this because
but we were unprepared for the sanctions.
No, I get it. The sanction was beyond our control. We can't do anything about it. But when the guy knew that he was buying the club and he had no experience on football, okay, the first thing, even before the takeover, what I should have been done, just like Newcastle United did exactly that. Newcastle, they had people in charge. The transition was so smooth, no one even felt the difference because they had a plan in place. With Chelsea,
they also want sanctions.
Do you know what? I've got to be honest with you. I find it very difficult to believe this Bowley. Think about it. Bowley now, he's in control of Chelsea Football Club. He's got these billions of dollars or billions of pounds, whatever you want to look at it. So you're telling me that he's coming to Chelsea, even though he probably thought he more or less knew where he was going. He's got rid of Marina and Buck. He's got no fucking idea, and he's floating around entertaining people. I don't buy it. There's no way he's in control of millions and has got himself to where he's got, and he's got a really good profile over in the States. And you're telling me now he's sitting there floating around and he's got no idea. Do you buy that? Really?
I don't
buy that either. Like I think
it's not that I don't buy it. He's clearly he knows what he's doing, but I don't think he's fully prepared at this moment in time for making those drastic changes.
Who could be fully prepared the way Barcelona's acted and this whole bullshit with them this year? Come on, have you ever seen anything?
There's nothing he can do, man.
Nothing you can do with them. I mean, what they've done and pull these levers. This has never been done before. They've been.
I feel like we're just looking for somebody to blame when in reality there's nobody to blame.
I'm not blaming Bowley, man. I'm not blaming Bowley. I just don't think that like Johnny just also said it. He was not prepared enough to all the complications that happened through all the If Marina was going to leave, okay, he had a conversation with her and say, hey, what's your plan? Are you staying? Are you
okay? But if she stayed, then we're not going to be getting Tuchel's targets, which is exactly what everyone complained about the year before.
We have to bear in mind.
If we knew that she was not staying, okay, from the beginning, like, hey, we're buying your club, we're buying the company. Are you going to stay with us? If she said no, I might leave, or I'm planning to leave. Okay, I need to find a replacement for you before I actually take over. I sold my company, man, a few months ago. The people that took over my company, I work with a very particular type of clientele that they didn't work with. Guess what they did? They hired director of operations that knew exactly how to work with the type of clientele that I had because they had no experience. So they hired someone that they understood the type of client that I had. And before the actual closing, they came in. It was a smooth transition. The clients didn't feel any difference. The employees didn't feel any difference because it was all planned out ahead. All I'm saying here is I'm not blaming Bowley because again,
Wasn't
this
Marina
is,
still staying in some sort of
Do we-
role until the end of the window anyway?
Yeah, do
Nah,
we
she's not
know
staying.
who's
She's not
actually does anyone actually know who is actually doing the deals or trying to do these deals and get across the line? Who's
No
still
one.
there?
It's
No one
Bowley.
knows.
It's Bowley and
Bowley.
Tuchel.
Bowley. And then
Bali
apparently
Is it
Bowley.
really?
Yeah,
Bali and
apparently
Bowley.
Bali was left for Kunde. Bowley left Bali to do with Kunde. Apparently, I still don't
I
remember
mean,
the bid, but
he went
apparently
to
that was
meet
his
with
job.
Barcelona for dinner. I guarantee Barcelona
Yeah.
made him pay for the dinner, and still he ate his meal because that's how Barcelona.
And they
I
took
mean,
money from
Barcelona.
his wallet.
Yeah, they probably took money out of his wallet because, I think he I don't know if I want to use the word naive, but this is not American sports, man. The American
Yeah.
sports is so easy and so simple. Like you can make a trade. Oh, my player is not because they go by statistics, right? So my player hasn't performed with the statistics goal that we want. Oh, your player can overperform. Let's trade, and it's simple. It doesn't work like that
Yeah.
with football.
You know what it
It's
is?
simple.
You know when you had, I said this earlier on my show, when you got someone like Marina, and Marina's got a reputation of being a very hard negotiator. She's very
Exactly.
stern and she don't take shit, and she can call your bluff. And I feel like Bowley's gone in there, and if you notice the brown envelopes, the way they're propping that Chelsea are trying to do, put a player in with this deal, put a player in that deal. So he's trying to sort of do that baseball model of trading players with a bit of cash to get players at Chelsea, and that doesn't work here. We all know that.
Mhm.
Everyone in
We saw
football
it.
knows that trying to add in a player, that player necessarily doesn't want to go. There's a lot more complications with that
Mhm.
deal.
Can I
and
just
it doesn't
say
work.
something? Yeah, just before anyone suggests the deal in America is soft. I lived there for 15 years.
Oh no, it's not soft,
It's dog eat
Steve.
dog
It's not
over
soft.
there, mate.
It's not soft.
It's
Mhm.
rough,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
mean, anyone that makes a lot of dough in America, they will cut your balls off, mate. I lived
Oh
there.
no,
for
I know that.
16 years.
I live in
I'm telling
America.
you, mate.
Yeah.
Over here, they'll stab you in the back. In America, they say, "Hey, buddy, I love you," and they stab you in the front. I was in Boca Raton in Florida for 15 years. And when I went there,
Let's have it
I'm
right.
in Florida,
So
Steve.
annoying.
I know how this is. Yeah, I'm in Florida right now.
sorry,
as we
anybody
speak.
in
Johnny.
America.
I've been in
Johnny,
Florida
you
for
also have to-
26 years now.
Tony,
You're where?
In Florida, so 26 years. I've been living in Orlando.
So I lived in Boca. You know Boca,
Yeah,
yeah?
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I know, mate. I thought people were my friend, and I tell you what, it was unbelievable. You know, I grew up just
No, they're
outside
tough.
London, you know, and I look at Johnny, and obviously Lewis is a bit younger. Any of us British, we're kind of the salt of the earth, but, you know, it depends how you grow up, whether you're from the council estate or you're born with a silver spoon. But I went over there as a car dealer, earned a couple of quid, and started a property thing with my missus, a designer. And I couldn't believe it, mate. I couldn't believe it. I thought things were what I thought they were. But in America, it's look, I'm just trying to say it's dog eat
No,
dog.
you're right. It's
Yeah,
brutal,
it's
Steve.
cold. They can
It
be
is.
cold as ice for sure. They're like.
I think Bowley's successful.
Well, I
If
think
Bowley's
Todd
made
is
money, he's not
successful for
stupid.
sure. I don't doubt that. I think that he will be successful. I feel like that if he brings a sporting director that knows what he's doing, I think we're on the right track. The problem here is that now this is happening. This is the reality that we're in. We're having a poor transfer window because we're missing out on great opportunities. And I feel that for next season, if we are better prepared, we're going to make good signings. We're going to have a structure in place. We're going to have a project that's going to attract more players.
And this is the point, Fred, right? This is where it's very important that you don't go into this market and make stupid signings and then you're stuck with them like we are with Marina's signings, and we're trying to offload them. And this is the fine line we're getting to. And I think if you've got an opportunity to go and sign a De Jong, you go and do it, people. Yeah,
Exactly.
You go and get that deal done. All right, let's have it right. If you've got
Can
an
I
opportunity to
ask
sign a Guardiola, you
about
go and get it.
CR7? Why wouldn't you take CR7?
Me?
Yeah.
simply
doesn't
because
want
of
him, simple
Tuchel
as.
Because he
doesn't
wants
want him. That's why.
Neymar.
No, because
Well, no, I
feel
want
like,
Neymar, yeah, because
no,
Neymar fits
Neymar.
all the positions. But
Yeah, but
for
I don't
me,
think Neymar
Ronaldo
never coming.
is not the profile that Tuchel wants, and because the gaffer don't want him, I don't want him. If the gaffer wants him, I want him. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
I want what the gaffer wants. That's what I want.
Because
And clearly, he
I-
doesn't want Ronaldo. I think
Yeah,
Bowley wants Ronaldo. I think
Yeah,
Bowley
because
wants
I hear
Ronaldo.
a lot of people saying that we need
Who wouldn't
a
want Ronaldo?
creator.
Ronaldo will be a
Go,
Lukaku 2.0.
no, I don't think so. Because I mean, if you think about it, this guy scored 18 goals for a crap Man United team. I mean,
Okay.
let's have it right. Man United team. I mean, if we were in the mud last season, Man United, my goodness, they were in shambles. So
He
this
carried
guy
them.
still
He
scored 18
carried them.
goals.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, like if you score 18 goals for a team like Man United, I just imagine how many goals he would score for us. Even though, yeah, we're missing out on chance creators and all that. But I feel like he will probably score at least 20. That's my give and take. And I think that the problem that Ronaldo has right now is because a lot of people are saying, well, he doesn't press. I get it. But the guys knows how to position
I
himself.
think if you have a back four, if you have a Declan Rice in the back four, I think you can get a lot out of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But I think in this current system,
I tell
you ain't
the
getting
base. Tell you what we need. We need to get top 4 this coming year, right?
Yep.
Because do you know what? I'm a very positive guy. I don't like where we are, and I don't want to keep going on about it. But so long as we get top 4, we can get some more players in, and let's build from there. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck whether it's Neymar, Ronaldo, whoever it is, right? But I don't want to drop to 5th or 6th or 7th, and all this narrative of Chelsea are fucked, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure we all share that value of just get the top 4. We're in transition. We've got a new owner. So long as we can do that, then move on a year after. Correct?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, yeah,
I think Bowley
Big up
is.
to Steve.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Big up.
Like we're not
I think you
fucked,
only
but
miss-
what I'm saying is we could be dropping off behind the front too, and that's what I'm not worried about who's behind us.
Yeah,
I'm worried about who's a bit in
Johnny,
front of us.
we need to be a little bit, mate, because you know what? We know we've had Conte. He's a baller, mate. You know that as well as I do. All
Yeah,
right, I
of
know
course
he
he
can
is.
throw in the towel, but we've got to be worried about Conte. Right?
Yeah, Conte's building an army.
All right, let's say they do really well and we come 4th, and we've got to worry about Arsenal a little bit. Okay, we got done the other night. I don't buy all that bullshit. We lost 4-0. I mean, we're traveling around America. I've done all that jet lag thing, and we go to North Carolina. I lived in Charlotte. I lived at Lake Norman, all that bollocks. Yeah, you travel around. Even as a football player, as an athlete, it does you in, even to play a sport. So who knows? But what we can't do is drop down to 5th or 6th this coming season.
100%.
Right. So long as we make top 4, they've got a new owner. Bring in the board and this scouting team, whatever, and let's move on from there, in my opinion.
What's going on, guys, in the chat, people? You're saying Timo Tuchel wants Werner and Werner Stein. Where are you getting all this nonsense from? Where are you getting all this nonsense from?
Johnny.
How you doing, my boss? Land your minerals, my guy.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, mate. I'm well.
Yeah.
And I know, Steve, what you said is truth. I mean, I think top 4 should be the target this season. But I mean, the only thing I'm concerned is that looking at the big picture is we haven't made signings that will make our team better. Like Sterling by himself, it's not gonna do nothing. I think Koulibaly is probably the best signing that we have.
Yeah.
He's strong. I mean, in 20 minutes he showed what he can do. I think he's going to be fantastic. But if we don't bring another attacker, and if we don't bring a DM, if we don't bring another CB, we're putting ourselves in a very, very vulnerable position. Because
that's what I'm saying, Fred. We need the next 4 or 5 weeks to strengthen,
Fred, I agree.
to make sure we get the top 4.
We have to play Everton in basically about a week. So our records in Goodson Park, it's not good. Okay. And then we have to
And we got Spurs at home, second game.
Spurs, which is what scares me the most, is that game against Spurs. Because that game, Conte is coming. Like he's gonna come. That game is probably he's bread and butter right now. He wants to win that game. And Conte is building an army, man. I mean, if you watch the way he's training these players, it's unbelievable. And this is how Conte is. He's the
and this is the thing when I hear about Harry Kane and we're interested in Harry Kane, all this nonsense. It's just that
nonsense, isn't it, John?
Why are you bringing out this stuff for?
Yeah, it's all
for hear this nonsense.
That's right. Yeah, that's all for clickbait. So I'm looking at the big picture here. Depending on who we bring, and again, how many players we bring, I'm very scared for what's going to happen by the end of the season. People are going to turn on Tuchel because they're going to feel like it's Tuchel out. And this
Fred,
is what
they've turned on him already in the last 2 days. That's why
it's already started
tonight.
It already started.
The thing that shocked me the most
this is what I'm afraid. This is what I'm afraid, because by the end of the season, the fan base turning on him. Okay,
end of the season, end of the first 4 weeks, Fred.
Probably, yeah. I mean, the problem here is that we need to recognize that we are way behind in our transfer window. We needed to done business long time ago. At the first day, we should have already one signing, and now we don't. But we have to make some smart business right now if we want to make top 4. If we don't make smart business, I'm afraid that top 4 is way out of our reach, and I think realistically,
I don't think it's out of reach. I think if you're unfortunate in the way the season goes out, then it'll be difficult. But I don't think it's unreasonable in the current condition we've got. We've got Koulibaly, who's a fucking huge upgrade to Rudiger and Christensen. Let's have it right. Then you've got Sterling. You've got Sterling, who's a massive upgrade to Timo Werner.
You know a team that no one is looking at it that is strengthening in themselves is Man United. Man United with Ten Hag. I don't know if they're gonna make top 4, but Ten Hag is very determined in what he's going to do. I mean, he knows he already has.
He doesn't have the players though. He doesn't have the players he wants.
But he's
they're the same boat as us, Man United. They're struggling to bring people in. But Johnny, let me say something to you, Johnny. If we start off bad, and let's say we draw against Everton, and we get stuffed against Tottenham. Have you seen the fan base over the last 2 days whinging and moaning?
I said this on my last show, or 2 days ago, whenever it was, my couple of last shows, and I said, if we get a bad result against Everton and we lose to a fucking Spurs at home, our first home game, and then we go in, moaning. The fan base is going to go all Tuchel out like they are already, the dickheads.
After Arsenal lost, they were ranting on the
after one friendly game. Can you believe
they were
that?
Ranting.
Do you know what it is though?
Some of these fans that we've got.
It's not just that, Steve. Although it's a friendly, it's the manner in which you lose.
Yeah.
And it's also when the gaffer came out and said what he said, it weren't good. It weren't good. The gaffer's come out and said we're not even ready for the season.
Tuchel. Let's have it right. Tuchel talks truth. Mineral.
Yes, he's been truthful.
He says the fucking truth. Yeah. And I like him for that. And I know you do, Johnny. And I'm sure this panel does. Right? I like him because you know what, he comes out and says what it's all about. Right? And I like that. So we've got to support him. At least
support the gaffer.
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you.
Back the gaffer.
We have the problem is that Chelsea fans have a short memory.
Johnny the Mineral Show.
Yeah,
support
that's it right.
People like and subscribe. I'm about 45 subscribers for my 2K. Let's have it right.
Let's get it tonight. Come on,
get me to the 2K.
Let's have it right.
And then we're going to sing this one. Yeah, we've got Super Tommy. He knows exactly what we need. Jog at the back, team in attack.
We're gonna have to change that part.
Come on, let's have it right. Back the
we have to change the song with Timo thing because
we'll put Mount in attack then. We'll put Mount in attack.
Sterling.
Go somewhere.
Yeah, we should have Sterling now because Timo is done. Timo I mean that match against or Arsenal, man. He was so lazy. It's not even funny. It was like he didn't care about that. He's done. The whole story now that Tuchel wants him. I mean, come on, what a bunch of crap.
The thing that scared me the most is that people were complaining that Tuchel couldn't develop the attackers when it's bullshit. It's the most bullshit thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, Timo doesn't fit.
He can't.
That's fucking crap, bro.
You see Timo Werner, some defender, I don't know what it was, but they pinged the perfect ball. He puts his ball on the fucking ball and knocks it off the pitch. And then it's a goal kick. How can Tuchel tell a player how to control the football? He can't do that. It's professional levels. You know what I mean? And then the fans got pissed at Tuchel for that. It's ridiculous. That scares me.
I thought that I would never see a striker with worse attitude than Morata when he was playing for us. Yeah. And until I saw Timo Werner playing for us, I mean it's ridiculous. I mean he made Morata look like a Chelsea proper striker.
Legend.
Yeah, because it's awful. The guy was like, you could see that he couldn't wait for the game to be over so he could actually enjoy the theme parks. It's just unbelievable, man. I mean, the guy he's done with the club. I think Ziyech is also done with the club. You can see body language on Ziyech. I think that he doesn't want to stay for sure.
Ziyech just always looks like that, even when he's playing well. He seems very like.
No, but you could see, man. I mean, I think Ziyech is very good friends with Lukaku, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
I feel like he feels the same way as Lukaku, you know, and he needs to go to Italy because I think that he wants to be with his buddy in Italy. So I feel Ziyech is done with the club. The only player, and of course Pulisic is going to stay for sure because the whole American revolution now.
The number 10 shirt as well.
But he's not. I think Pulisic is out of all the players, he's the most inconsistent player. This guy is like he plays one game well, then 4 games he plays shit, and he plays one good.
The only thing about Tuchel,
he's very inconsistent. Like with, I don't think I've ever watched. I think the last time I watched that he did well was with Frank Lampard, and that was after the pandemic when they returned. He played few games well, but that was it. No, we never seen that Pulisic ever again. So I think right now, and Show, man, I think Show Hudson-Odoi, man,
you should have sold him to Bayern Munich for 50 million.
I feel like we might be. I feel like we're being a bit too harsh on Cho. I think the injury.
No, man, he had enough.
No. Let me land. I think Cho and Pulisic are in the same.
Come on.
I think Cho and Pulisic are in the same kind of spot in the sense that they never got back to their previous form before their injuries. Remember the injury that Pulisic picked up in the FA Cup final? I don't think he ever fully recovered.
No, I don't think that. I mean, I think Hudson-Odoi should have gone to at least a long time ago. Yeah. At least that, because I feel like right now he's losing his value. Teams are not going to be interested in him anymore. And guess what? If we have to get rid of him, we are going to lose money, no matter what.
I'm not making excuses for him, but I feel like there might still be something there.
No, I don't think so, man.
Right? That Hudson-Odoi was going to go for about 40-odd million.
Yeah.
All Chelsea did was pay that 40 million with that 120 grand a week on a 5-year deal. So the way they looked at it was, if he doesn't perform or whatever, we'll still get something out of him. But it's worth more to us to keep the player with so much talent than sell him for 40 million, and then we'll have to go back and spend 100 million like they did on Sancho, right? Now, my thing with Cho is Cho's been playing with he had one of the worst injuries. He's then played with that injury last season.
Out of position.
None of the brown envelopes told us that he was carrying a bad injury during that season near the end. He went out for a period and everyone wrote him off and was taking the piss out of him, saying he's fucking shit, 4 goals in 4 seasons, blah, 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 blah. But what they don't understand is the brown envelopes came out in the summer and tell us that he had a fucking really bad injury and that he wasn't fully fit, and that affected his performances, goes without saying. But because we had so many injuries, we had no Werner, we had no fucking Kai Havertz at a certain stage, we had no Lukaku, we had no strikers, we were forced to play Cho, and then Cho's injury got worse, but they let him get slandered for all that season, and then come this summer, they let us know that he had a bad injury. Now, I think personally, he's fully prepared now. I think he's going to give it a one-shot hit kill in this one season, and I think we need to back Cho 100% because he's a player that we don't currently have. If you take Cho out, we haven't got anyone like Cho, a winger, pace, bit of trickery. He's a bit bulked up now. He's stronger. He's got this season. I think don't doubt on him yet. Don't write him off.
People need to.
I say
No,
if
you
we
go
can
already.
back Cho and we build him up the confidence, because when I was watching the game against, when I got delayed, that one, Joe was playing decent, but he didn't have the confidence to take these players on. I feel like if he takes this player on, he's going to get past them because he has the ability. But when you have someone like Raheem Sterling with him, he can be nurtured and learn from that kind of player, and then he can build up his confidence with our backing. But I say if we back him, he has Sterling, and he still flops this season, I think then we need to consider. But I'm happy to give him all the confidence he needs to try have one final good season, and he can go from there. Because I would keep him over Timo Werner and Ziyech, because at least I feel like he puts an effort in the game. He tracks back. Ziyech, personally, whenever Ziyech joined, I always thought he was quite a lazy player. Always. He never really tracked back. His body language was always quite poor.
I think Cho should go on a loan, man, at least for one season. I
No,
think that will help him.
I think he's at the point where alone won't do
in this current
anything.
state we're in now, fuck that.
not now.
I'm not letting him go.
Not now.
No, I get it.
No,
Not now, because we don't have any players.
This year. It's too late now. We need him to step up. Johnny's right. But if he doesn't fill his boots this year, he's got to go, mate, because fuck me, he's 2-3. I've been watching him for 2-3 years thinking he's the man. To give, but Johnny, you're right. He's got to step up this year, mate.
Yeah,
I've said.
I think this is the last season.
If he stays, he needs to step up. But we've been saying that since last season too. We said the same thing about him last season.
I mean, but the injury, and then he didn't get us.
But what if he has an injury again?
And then when he played, he was playing in wing back.
Again? It's going to be the injury is going to be the excuse for.
I feel like this is the final season. So even if he has an injury this season,
and we've seen the best out of him, I guess at this point, because it's like I think there are players that now Cho is still young. Yeah, he can be developed, but I feel like for his confidence level, playing from the bench, because he's probably going to be in the bench most likely. I don't know if and I'm afraid that Tuchel is going to have to play him again out of position. So we're going to have another year of waiting to see what he can do. But then we're going to use the excuse, well, he's playing out of position. So I feel like with him...
is it his fault that he's being played out of position?
I don't think it's his
fault.
Doesn't
mean he's bad.
I don't think it's his fault. But you have to understand one thing, man. I mean, if the player wants to make it, if he wants to be like, I want to make to this team.
Which he wants to. But he's shown us that he wants to. Because he could easily have gone to Bayern and he chose not to.
I get it. But again, if he wants to make it, and he understands that the best position for him at this point, because again, we have no wing backs, okay? He's going to have to learn to adapt to this position somehow.
Why?
Yeah, but this is the
why does Pulisic get to play as a winger and Cho does not?
Because we have no players to play in that position.
That's because Cho can't finish. That's why.
I disagree with that.
It's not that Cho can't finish. This is the thing, right? Pulisic, right? He's a fucking moaner. Let's have it right. When he's played wing back, he fucking moans. That's what he does, and he gets his old man on Twitter to say, "Oh, he needs to be playing the right position." All this shit, yeah. At the end of the day, if you're part of a team and you're part of a squad, your duty is to serve what the gaffer wants. If the gaffer plays his wing back, you fucking play it. All right. Cho's done it, and he done it countless times. So Pulisic's got to do it. At the end of the day, they've been piss poor in the front line. Everyone's been piss poor in the front line. The only player that hasn't been piss poor is Mason Mount. Everyone else has been fucking shocking, and they all need to step it up. And if they don't, they're going to be shot off. Players like Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, they're out the fucking door. Clearly, they're not bringing the minerals. All right, Kai Havertz has got another season. Cho's got another season, and Pulisic has got another season.
Pulisic needs to get in the gym and start putting some weight on.
Exactly, Steve. Exactly. Ziyech is another one that the reason that he didn't work out on Premier League, and he was mostly injured was
Can't
because
play
he's,
back four.
Yeah.
He can only play back four. He can't play in a back three.
and he
Exactly.
doesn't have the physique to play on the Premier
You can't
League,
play in
man.
the
This
back
is
three.
too physical. This is one
I
of the
mean,
things I was concerned about Dembele.
that you don't need to. I feel like Mahrez has proven that you don't need to be physical. You just need to
Oh
know
no,
how to get
Mahrez
around
is
your
a
man.
lot stronger than Pulisic, and he's a lot
No,
more.
no, I'm
fit
talking
than-
about ZH particularly right now.
No, he is. He's more than Ziyech. And by the way, I mean he plays for Premier League since I don't know 2014.
Yeah.
So he's been doing Premier League for a long time. So Ziyech used to play for I can say an easier league, and that's why he wants to go to Italy, because he knows that it's going to be a lot easier for his game as well.
But as bad as ZH is when it comes to physicality, like I don't think we can complain that he doesn't know how to dribble. He can't dribble. But the problem is he gives away the ball a
Premier
lot.
League.
Sorry, guys, can I
don't
say
think I've
something?
seen
I
much
just
from him.
read something on the chat. Is the window closed yet? The panic
Nope.
is insane. I thought that was
Fucking
brilliant.
hell, bro. Is the
Have
window
it
shut
right.
yet?
You've got a month left, Jack. Come
Not a
on.
month yet to land the minerals.
Let's
Let's
have
have
it
it
right.
right,
Bit
yeah.
of positivity. Come on. God.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what, Johnny? You know what I told you last night? I threw myself out the fucking window. Even you, mate. I thought, come on, Johnny, where's your fucking minerals? You're going on and on and on. I thought, you know what I say. You laughed, didn't you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Listen,
I
we're
did.
going to
I
be all
laughed.
right. We're going to be fine.
Listen, I'm the most positive out of all the fucking people that I go on talks with and all that. I'm very positive and I back all my players. But it comes to a point where, I'll never go against the gaffer. If he sells Gilmore, I'm going to fucking question it. But I ain't going to go against the gaffer, right? But that's the only thing that I'm very sensitive about is Gilmore. Anyone else,
Can go.
I know Mount and James ain't going nowhere, so let's have it right. But anyone else and Kai
I mean,
Havertz,
their contracts have
apart
not
from
been
them,
renewed, so we shouldn't
all
be so
right.
sure.
One sec, geez. Anyone else, I'm happy. Like I won't question him. But when it comes to those sort of four players, I won't allow any of it. And I'll back the gaffer. Don't get me wrong, but I will question things. But Gilmore, for me, if you're not getting a Frankie De Jong, then he should be fucking in the squad right now as we speak. But if you're getting a Frankie De Jong, then Gilmore more than likely go on loan, and then we could bring him back so we got the more minerals in the midfield when Jorginho and Kante leave. Because I cannot bear another window of Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic. I can't do it.
I still don't get why TT sent him Gilmore away from preseason. For me, it's still I don't get it. I don't feel like it was a smart decision. He kept players like Batshuayi and Ross Barkley, but I mean, send Gilmore away. Come on, man. We already have seen enough of Ross Barkley for the last 4 or 5 years. Batshuayi, come on. Even Batshuayi is from Conte era, man. It's ridiculous. This guy's still here.
I mean, he did the same thing last season too. He sent Billy out on loan and then brought in Saul on loan.
Oh, Sal was just.
It seems like a stupid decision.
That was ridiculous.
Sal was terrible.
Did he have one good game? No.
Nope.
I think he did. I think
he had one in the FA Cup, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, he's got to go on his right foot.
Who was that against? Was it Brentford or somewhere?
Luton.
No, I think it was against the Luton
Town.
Luton Town, yeah, you got it.
All right. Yeah. Well, he had one good game, but not for me, I'm afraid. When we said a few years ago, there was an article that we've got this up and coming defender, and we've got him, and he was this and that. I thought, oh, that's good, but he's been pants, mate. It's in my opinion.
Let's have it right here. This comment here, Johnny. If you trust Mount and Havertz, then why do you need attackers? Are you hiding their weaknesses? Listen, let's have it right, because Timo, you say, brings intensity. Timo is only good at fucking moving around. He can't.
Johnny, let me land.
1 second, people. Yeah, let me land. Yeah, he ain't got a technical ability. He hasn't got a first touch. He hasn't got any dribbling. He's great at running in behind the over the shoulder, behind the shoulder, last man. Perfect, but you're very. It's very unlikely he's going to fucking put it away. All right, he's great at team effort and work rate and working, but that's not fucking enough. But the fundamental reason why your Kai Havertz's and your Mason Mounts don't get the numbers that Mount's been getting numbers, but Kai Havertz, for example, and the other attacks don't go because the transition and the distribution from the back to the mid and the midfield essentially is fucking too slow and piss poor. That's why you need a Declan Rice. That's why you need a Gilmore, a Frankie De Jong type player who's going to speed up the momentum, and the transition is quick from defense to attack. And that's why Mount needs to be played in the middle of the park instead of in the front line, because the front line's been so piss poor. And let's have it right. You know, Minnels, Mount and Kai Havertz, I ain't got no worries about them. People coming at Kai Havertz, you're all fucking in the mud. Kai Havertz is a baller. He's a generational talent, yeah. And you need to back this kid all the fucking way, because let's have it right. You're all fucking celebrating that Champions League and that Club World Cup and that Super Cup. And if without Kai Havertz, you ain't fucking winning it. You can say it's a team game all you want.
Johnny,
yeah?
let me ask you a question.
He needs consistency, and he'll get that consistency by playing next season. Let him have a fucking season, because he hasn't had a season. When has Kai Havertz had a full season? Tell me. When? Never.
Right, Johnny, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Look at your subscribers. I've just seen a message. You're nearly on 2,000. I said to you yesterday we're going to have a party tomorrow night when we're on live.
Let's go.
So are we there? Who's going to let us know? Have we done 2K subscribers tonight for Johnny's channel? Let's have it.
I don't know. I don't know. People, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe. Let's have it right.
You're at 1.95. You're at 1.95.
195. Come on.
What's the subs on, man?
1.95k, so I guess 50 more.
I need about 40 odd subs, 45 subs. Come on, man. Where are we going, bruv? Where are we going? 50 away, 50 subs. There's over 200 people in here. Let's have it right. Land your minerals and subscribe. Land your minerals and subscribe. Get me to the 2K. Get me to that 2K. And you're right, Kenneth. You're right, mate. Havertz is a fucking baller. Do you know how much? Do you know how excited and gassed I was to buy this kid? I've been following this kid before we signed him. I was desperate to sign him, and we've signed him, and now all the fan base are turning on him. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. You've got no respect for players that become part of your history. He's part of our history. You know, scoring in that final, he's part of our history. You got to respect him. You don't just take away his history because we bought that cement-booted fraud and he fucked it all up for him last season. He didn't get a
Lukaku really slowed down his development.
He slowed it down, man. He slowed it down. He slowed it down.
Like, people need to realize how good Havertz is. There is no way we would have been able to sign him if COVID did not happen. Like, that's just how good he was. He would probably have gone to Real Madrid or maybe City or Liverpool. Like, would have had no chance. He's a generational talent. Like, just go back and watch the Bundesliga clips if you don't believe.
He is a generational talent. He is.
The only thing about Havertz that I get concerned is that we're not playing him on his best position, and I feel that's why a lot of people don't appreciate.
They
him.
don't see.
We haven't seen.
He used to be an attacking midfielder, didn't he?
No, but he was not.
Never
He
really
was not
had
a
a
striker.
position.
He was never a striker. He was a cam with a false nine verdict. So he was never a striker. Okay. And we are forcing him to play as a striker because we don't have any. So I feel that one of the things that people have to realize, we cannot expect Kai Havertz to score 20 goals a season. It's not going to happen. Yeah. You know, this guy is not going to score 20 goals a season because this is out of his natural position. And I feel that if we set him up this way for this season, people are going to turn on him again, like we're already seeing here, saying that he doesn't play crap and he's not a good player because he's playing out of his position. This is why I think, my opinion is that if we had a striker that can actually play with him or he can play behind the striker.
We got Broja.
Well, yeah, but Broja's going to have to still prove a lot here. I feel Broja could learn being a squad player, at least for now. But if we're going to force Broja, I'm afraid that if we force Broja to be the first team, he's going to struggle with the pressure. And
I think there's no other option. I think he has to be the striker.
There's no other option now. I think that again, It goes all the way to my whole Cristiano Ronaldo situation. This is why I feel like Cristiano Ronaldo would be a good fit because he would play
It's
with
not happening. It's not
But yeah,
happening. Don't bring him up. It's not happening.
doesn't
The
want
know,
gaffer,
he
listen,
doesn't want
this is
him,
my thing,
but-
right? The gaffer don't want Cristiano Ronaldo, so we're not going to sign Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's the bottom line. End of. My thing is he needs a Declan Rice. He wants to play a back four so he can play 3 in the middle and he can play 3 up top, and you can have Havertz off a Broha and a Sterling off a Broha, right? You could play Havertz in behind. You can alternate with Mount and Havertz. You've got plenty of options like that. In this system, I think Havertz is probably he's been described by Tuchel as a Bergkamp, Berbatov type player, and that is what he was.
Second striker.
See, he's like a second
Shadow
striker.
striker.
Whereas right now, in this current system, he can only play him as the false 9 because he's not good on the left or right. You've got to play him for 4-2-2-2. And that's my point. That's what the gaff wants to do. But he can't fucking do it because he doesn't have Declan Rice.
Hey,
So
Johnny,
we've got to stick
look
with
at the
Jorginho
message
and
up there,
Kovacic.
mate. I hope you get 2K today, Johnny. You deserve it. I remember other streamers ridiculing you when you were on, but everything you said came true. Up the Johnny Minerals.
Yeah, it's true. Big up to Pete Perp. I'm going to call you Perp 13.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
true.
P3RP13XX.
Yeah,
Big up.
Perp 13XX. Listen, he's bang on. He's bang on. They all took the piss, and I mudded them all about Lukaku. I mudded them all about Mason Mount. I'm going to mud them all about Havertz.
Johnny, there's a guy, Sofian Zakama. I can only subscribe the persons who understand and talk real shit, only who deserve. So Sofian Zakama, explain yourself, mate, because I read that. Sorry, John, I don't want to talk over the show, but I read that and I thought it was really interesting. So sorry to poke my nose.
Where's the comment? I can't see it.
Zokian Zakama. I can only subscribe the persons who understand and talk real shit, only who deserve. Does that mean he's saying that this channel's
he's
a real
subscribing
deal?
because of people that talk real shit. That's what
Exactly.
he's saying. Big up to the geezer.
Big up the
to
minerals.
geezer. Yeah. Let's have it right. Let's have it right, Burger King Yummy. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. So anyway, guys, it's 3 hours now, man.
Yeah.
You know, 3 hours of streaming.
Johnny on the toast.
I always say I want to do an hour show, an hour and a half, and then it just goes on and on and on. But listen, people love it. You know, it's all about land minerals. I don't even know if people sit here and watch it after for 3 hours, but big up to them.
Yeah, good people on tonight. Fred's been good. I got my
Thank you,
blasters
Steve.
there.
It's
there.
been great to have you.
My boss, you haven't said nothing, geezer. You haven't said
My
nothing.
blast,
What do you
do
wanna-
10 minutes on your own. Come on, geezer.
Oh,
Give it
you
a
should have
go.
asked me. You should have said something, man. Me.
Go on,
mate.
tell me. What do you want to say? What do you want to
All right,
say?
First of all, I just want to say, Ziyech, man. As much as I like Ziyech, I think he needs to go. Sell him.
Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like he even mentioned that he's the one dealing on his own terms. Like he doesn't even have an
Yeah,
agent.
he doesn't have a
That's how-
manager. He doesn't
that's how committed
have
he
a
is.
personal agent.
Let me land. He's gonna ruin the dressing room.
How's he going to do that? Explain to us.
Because Ziyech doesn't want to be here. He looks a bit unhappy, you know. Yeah, he's unhappy.
But so does
Imagine
Vernon
being
too.
unhappy, getting 100, 150 grand a week playing football.
I know, right?
Lukaku, man. They call him La Caca. This guy, man, he can't control the ball. He can only control the ball with his head. He's not.
Thankfully, he's gone now. Yeah.
He hasn't got the ball playing ability. He's not a ball playing striker. He's got the first touch of a trampoline.
100% he does.
Yeah. My brother's a Man United fan, and he hates Lukaku. Yeah.
He's a Man United fan. Do you fight with your brother?
Nah, I don't. He's a nice guy.
Fair play.
The
man.
men of viewed lamppost. Let's have it right.
Yeah, let's have it right. I love it. Let's have it right, people.
Why did you listen? Why did we spend 100 million on a Belgian Aubameyang with a bad first touch?
I mean, do you know what? When Johnny
Aubameyang is even better than
said he
honest.
called Lukaku my both sons are Chelsea fans, and obviously other people. I couldn't believe when they paid nearly 100 million for that guy. I thought, I
For the
hope
Belgian
I'm wrong. I
Belgian
hope
King Wayne.
I am wrong. And my God, when the Arsenal game, he scored them few goals. I thought, oh my God, I'm wrong. Good. And then he
the
went
celebrations.
pear-shaped.
I have a friend. I have a
Guys,
friend
tell them in the chat what my reaction was to Lukaku, because I was with my fella, yeah, and it will tell you my reaction to when we signed Lukaku. It will tell you, yeah.
I was really excited when we bought him. I really wanted him to succeed, but his attitude was just bad.
Oh, he messed up. I mean, with that, the whole interview crap. I
That,
mean,
yeah, that interview.
it
Man.
was,
that was embarrassing. I gotta
That
say
interview
something.
messed him up.
how can
Okay,
how can you
alright, go
be
on.
so
Disrespectful.
And
yeah,
Sane,
Disrespectful to your boyhood club.
Sane, a question
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Sane, as a Barca fan, I hope there's no people watching this. They're going to think that you're you're coming over to the Chelsea side. That you're
Oh,
going
no, really, not at all. So here's the thing, right? I've been watching. I'm a pretty young guy. I'm only 20, so I've been watching football for like 8 years now, and I've only watched Barcelona. I don't watch any other league, any other sport. So since the last season, I've been playing a lot of fancy football with my friends. So I'm just trying to learn about different clubs, how things work.
Where
And I'm,
are you in the world, Sane?
So I'm in Canada.
Canada.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm a student, so I just like watching attractive football. I'm a big fan of Thomas Tuchel. I follow the guy ever since he was in Dortmund, and I was rooting for him to come to Barcelona when he got sacked in PSG, and Chelsea nabbed him right away. I wanted him to come to Barcelona. The guy's an absolute legend, and the way I know people say he's good with attacking football. I saw him revolutionize Neymar. Neymar, when he went to PSG first, he was okay. He was getting the numbers, but when he was in PSG and he was with the proper setup, Neymar was banging in goals. Neymar at that point.
So get me the name minerals at Chelsea, man. Get me the name minerals at Chelsea.
Sonny, I went on Talk Sport 5 Live talking to oh my God, what's his name? Oh God, who's the striker played for us, Johnny?
Chris Sutton.
You know who?
Yeah, Chris Sutton.
Chris Sutton and Savage. And they were taking the piss out of me because I lived in Chelsea Harbour. And they called me, oh my God, what was it called? They called me something about a lobster, Steve or something. I was on about. I was going. We lost Lampard, and they said posh Steve, and it was funny. I had a conversation with them, and I had to call them back regarding Tuchel. Because I was slagging.
I absolutely fucking love Thomas Tuchel.
I was slagging off them sacking Lampard because we all love Lampard. We used to walk down the street taking our kids to school and see Frank Lampard come past in his car. So we loved him and going to Stamford Bridge and watching them. And obviously I said that if Tuchel makes it, I'll be very surprised. Because obviously everything changed and now we're behind Tuchel. But
I gotta say something once you're done. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing, right? The Chelsea fans, they have a very cutthroat mentality because of Roman Abramovich. I appreciate it to an extent, but it can be harmful in this situation because whenever they see that something's like becoming dead weight on the club, they want to cut it off right away, which I respect. That's how footballing organizations they grow. But with the whole Thomas Tuchel thing, like it's. If you don't back the manager right now, I mean, I won't say that I'm a Chelsea fan, but as an outsider point of view, if I'm someone neutral, if you don't back Thomas Tuchel right now and they want to get him out of the club by the end of this season, it'll be the biggest mistake they'll make because
there's nobody
there's no proper
in the
Chelsea
media,
that want him out.
Right, that can go against the way Tuchel's handled himself over this whole issue with Roman.
I gotta say, I respect the guy because when last, I think like 3 or 4 months when like Chelsea was in turmoil and like they didn't have like proper transportation and stuff, he was looking after the club. He was looking after like few of the players, like how I think one of the European games, he even paid for the entire trip on his own. I respect the guy. He's a real manager. Like he has
exactly. He's a decent person.
Let me say this, yeah. Let me say this: when Frank Lampard got sacked, I went on Talk Sport, and I've got a video of it on my channel. It's probably down the bottom, one of the very few. I went on there, and I said my piece about how I felt about Frank Lampard getting sacked, and I said thank you to Frank because of what he'd done, and he built the foundation of what we got now and brought through unbelievable talent and players that are now in our first team. And I didn't think Tuchel. I'd said I don't expect Tuchel to just come in, and don't think he's going to come in and just automatically, make us great. No one foresaw what he did.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I haven't loved the manager like this.
Yeah, I hear you, mate.
Probably Jose and Lampard, right?
Yeah.
At that time. I haven't loved the manager like this, and I proper love Thomas Tuchel, and I want him given everything. I want him back fully, and that's why I say to everyone, whatever play we sign, I couldn't give a toss really, because as long as I know that he's getting backed and it's his player, I'm all for it. Even like I wasn't excited about Sterling, but now he's come. I'm excited because the gaffer wants him. He wanted Koulibaly. He wants. I don't know. I'm telling you, he must have wanted Neymar. He must have wanted Dembele, for fuck's sake, surely, man. He's got players like Werner and Hakim Ziyech, man, and Pulisic. He must be wanting them players. Why would he not? I can understand Ronaldo, but why is he not wanting those players?
I think with the whole Neymar thing, it's more of the financials. He has a huge salary. I don't think, Chelsea want that on them right now.
Do you know what? To be honest with you, let's have it right. Ronaldo right now, today, if the truth to be known, he wants to play Champions League football, right? He doesn't want to be at Man United, right? And he'd go to Chelsea in a heartbeat. And do you know what? He's got enough money. If it's 500 grand a week, 600 grand a week, whatever it is that Man United were paying him, it'd probably take
700.
He accepted a pay cut with Athletic Madrid when there was a rumors with Athletic Madrid.
It'd probably take 250 grand a week
just to play Champions League football. It will pay his salary. Let's be honest. If Ronaldo will come to Chelsea, merchandise alone would pay for his salary.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's not about money, is it?
He's a brand. Personally, here's what I think why TT doesn't want him at the club. I've seen the way Thomas Tuchel, a lot of managers there, like Pep Guardiola. Sorry?
I hope he changes his mind.
I mean, here's just what I think. This is my opinion. I don't know if it's true or not, but he's a system player. He does not want to rely. So whenever Cristiano Ronaldo plays in a team, he has to be the main guy. That's why in Manchester United, he was the main guy. That's why he got the 18 goals. Even if the team was shit, he was being provided for. And the only time the team was losing was when the other players were not supporting him or he wasn't starting. That's the only time Manchester United was losing. Whenever Cristiano Ronaldo plays in a team, he has to be at the head of the trident. And I don't think in Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel wants that. That's why I think maybe he doesn't want to buy him. He doesn't want to rely on one attacking, one striker up ahead and build the entire team around him. Instead, he wants to build, how can I say? He wants to build a proper, a car. And he wants to have all the parts right instead of just having a really good.
Well, there's a month. There's over a month left. A lot's going to happen, so we'll wait and see, won't we? And I don't think. I think we just got to keep calm. Support the manager and everything else. Don't start going all this today and yesterday. All these fans throwing their toys at the pram. Oh, Tuchel, blah 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 blah. I'm not into all that. Do you know what I mean? So that's my thing. And I've said my bit tonight. And I'm going to go off now and go and enjoy the rest of my evening. Thank you, guys. Johnny, thank you. All your rest of the panel. Thank you very much.
Big up, Steve. Lovely to have you on. I'm gonna take people out now. I'm gonna just have my little say. But big up to everyone being on here.
Big up to everyone. See you soon.
Thank you, Johnny. I'm also leaving. Thank you very much, guys. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure. Take it easy. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea as always.
Yeah.
So there we have it, boys. That was a nice little one. We had some lovely little guests there. Lots of opinions going on. Big up to everyone that's come on. Guys, I don't know where I am on likes and subscribes, but get me up there. There's still over 200 people in here. Big up to every single one that's in here. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. Let me know what likes I'm on. Subscribe to the channel. Big up to all you guys in the chat, as always. This has been a mighty long stream, 3.5 hours. I will be back tomorrow. I'm doing a stream with Tony, Chelsea SW6. I'm 50, probably about 50 or 40 subs away from my 2K. It hasn't come tonight. But listen, as long as you guys support the channel and you're watching and you're part of it, that is what counts. Get me the 400 likes. And look, I'll do the show with Tone tomorrow. That's going to be around about 9 o'clock ish. But I may do an earlier one, just a quick one. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, depending on what comes out. I might do an earlier show for an hour or so, land it, or I'll just go straight into with Tony at 9 o'clock for our weekly show. Appreciated. All my thanks goes to everyone that's supporting the channel, that is in the chat, that has donated to the channel, that is commenting and DMing and part of the channel. Big up to every single one of you for liking, subscribing, and being part of this show. It's very important. But hopefully, guys, tomorrow I'll see how I get on. If I land a cheeky one before I get Tony on. You want me to? Well, on Broha, I will talk about Broha. I want Broha to stay. I definitely want him to stay, and I think there's a great pathway for Broha coming into the next season. And I think he could play as a striker for us. And I think he's got a lot to prove. And I think he's got minerals, guys. So, you know, I want whoever the gaffer wants. The gaffer don't want to sell him. So hopefully Broha respects us, respects the gaffer and the club, and has a go. And has a chance to have a chance, do you know what I mean? Having a crack at playing at Chelsea at our level. And he's going to have some great opportunities in Champions League. We can alternate with Kai Havertz. I think Kai's going to have a great season. I am looking forward to the season, but I just want to get those signings over the line. I want to get the signings over the line. Very important, so we can get a balance in the squad. We can get rid of the players that don't want to be here, and then we can actually plan for the future. That is what it's about. Everyone else, like the most important thing, back the gaffer, back the players. Big respect to everyone in here. You know what I mean? You know what it is. It's always the minerals. I say it how it is. Big up to every single one of you. So yeah, guys, before you go, if you haven't liked or subscribed, do that. Please put your feedback in the comments as always. And I'll be back tomorrow. 100%. I'll be back tomorrow, people. So big up to everyone. Love to everyone. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go.
Mate, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.